Previously on Two Guys, One Labo.
Yeah, so today we have a special guest, Connor. Yeah.
For an Italian.
Enunciators!
F is for friends.
Oh my god! Dude, what is the show? I think we start the pod with pregnant sex.
Yeah.
With it.
I fuck men.
Hell yeah.
I'm not bringing up a fight between two 12-year-olds with their dicks.
Oh, wait, what was
Oh, you're being mean again.
Well, I was gonna say ass.
That's where you draft a kicker. That's a tough look. Why would that have made it weird?
Because he's gay.
People are talking.
Welcome to the Lazy Thinker podcast show. This is episode 4. If you haven't listened to episodes 1 through 3, highly recommend so you get a better understanding on how this works. So we have a special guest today. A guest I've been very excited for. If any of you have listened to my other show, you would know him, and it's super sick. We got Jacob joining us today.
Woo! Thank you guys for having me.
So fun, big moment.
I've been really looking forward to this. So.
Let's go, Jacob.
Yeah, I did a little show thing with him, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We did our first episode of our show.
Yeah.
And now here we are with a past life of 23 episodes
of
this podcast.
Theoretical
alternate
past life.
timeline.
Yeah, it never actually happened. And then 13 episodes.
It's
on
crazy
Lazy Thinker
that
Show.
the show started 2 years ago. We're on episode 13. There was clearly some gaps there, but
Hey, we started ours almost a year ago, and
Yeah.
we're only on episode 4.
This is 4, so
fair. Yeah, the theoretical 20 episodes from before.
The audio better be good this time.
it's gonna be good.
We spent a lot of time messing with it and testing it. So Josh's dad, if it's bad this time, I'm so sorry. I'm trying.
I think a lot of it was Connor's fault.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
it was
shout
definitely
out
a
to Connor,
skill
but
issue,
yeah.
but
Shout out Connor.
Yeah.
the first episode, the first or the second episode, I don't know what was up with my volume. I don't know why I wasn't talking loud enough or what the problem was. But this time, this shit is in my face. I am damn near deep throating this mic,
Ew.
so
I can
we
vouch for that,
should
yeah,
be
clarify.
we should be good. We should hear. And Jacob's a veteran. No hate on Connor. He still did good. We had fun. It just the echo towards the end, and it's hard to get used to having a mic. But Jacob has talked to a mic for 25 years. So
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
we're me states a fact. Jacob,
This is all just
thanks.
experience podcast stuff right now.
Yeah. Well,
Connor, take a back seat.
Yeah, Connor. Now let the professionals handle this episode.
We got a
Yeah.
new follower on the Instagram page. Click on it. It was Connor. And I was like, oh, sick. But then I was like, wait, what a dick. He was already on.
He waited until he was on the show to actually follow the account.
He was like, I'll see how it
let me
goes.
follow. Yeah, also my coworkers were all like, yeah, listen to your podcast. It's like, oh yeah, when Connor was on it, you finally listened to it. I see how it is.
Oh, your boss. Good call. Yeah, weird that you like it now. That's fun.
But yeah, I mean, it was a fun episode. Last episode, we played a little. Jacob, can you talk in your mic real quick? Okay, never mind.
Testing.
Your
Yeah,
top
we're
words.
good.
I was worried that they did the USB thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
You were saying we played a little.
Oh, yeah, we did the recap at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah, I'm stoked on that. It's so
So
funny.
I'm still excited about doing that bit. That's the
Is it that one you sent me? 'Cause you had sent me 2 recaps. I don't know if it was the edited one or the fully edited one from.
it was the one with
episode.
Connor. I don't know if you.
Yeah. Okay.
the one with the long pause.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny, dude.
was
Yeah,
good,
that was fun. That was fun for sure.
Yeah.
But the recap is fun. I like that. I think this one will have a lot of good ones. I
And
don't
the
know.
intro is nice. The light bulb, the
Oh,
blinking
yeah.
light
I
bulb. That's
still-
some good stuff right there.
I still want to do a different. I might have Cassie record to get previously on because I don't like it being my voice. I know it still works, but it's just I want it to be someone else's voice.
Yeah.
Or I'll do
Fair.
Patrick's. I'll have both of them because I can see how the deep voice sounds and then the girl
Ooh,
voice. I can have two to
simultaneous.
bounce back from depending
2
on the
full
vibe.
recordings.
That'd actually be sick. I actually have to work on that. We'll see where we go with that.
They didn't know they were coming over to work.
Yeah,
That's right.
I feel bad. I still haven't I'm supposed to record a scream for the short film.
A scream? Do it right
Yeah.
now. Let them clip it from
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Give us a good scream.
No,
right now.
I'm
What kind
not
of scream?
gonna say-
A
us
death
like a-
scream?
Yeah, because I die.
You have to do
Oh,
your
murder.
death on.
Spoiler.
Oh shit.
That's a big spoiler.
Yeah,
though, I
sorry.
feel.
Yeah, that's my bad. I mean,
You're not the,
it is what it is.
you're not the final girl. Dang.
Yeah, I'm not the final girl. And and I still haven't done it. It was 2 weeks ago he asked me, but I don't want to just go outside there
Yeah.
my apartment and just scream like a maniac.
He's definitely pulling up tonight with a bunch of audio equipment.
No.
That's why he accepted the invite.
Putting your ass to work.
Nah, he hit me up because Jacob had talked to him. He hit me up and he was just like, "Hey, I heard. I think he wanted to hang out last night with D, but then I was like, hey, I got D&D with my friend,
Sheesh.
and which we'll talk about later. And he's like, well, what about tomorrow? I heard from Jacob that y'all doing the podcast. We can come chill. Me and Cassie want to see you and Jakey boy. And I was like, that'd be perfect. That'd be great.
Perfect,
I would love to turn Saturday because it's already this is great for me. I mean, y'all too. It's just, another thing, but like, I mean, y'all are excited. I know that y'all are excited for it as well.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's just all like, I'm the one that does both of them.
Yeah.
So it's even bigger crossover for me because it's just like, damn,
Fair.
both
it's a big. I get it.
both my
I can see
shows
that.
are just combining. Now I gotta fucking get in. I'm in T-Gold mood though. I'm in T-Gold. Well, then again, me on both. If you look on the show and on here, not that much different.
No,
It's just the topics that make me different. Like if me and Jacob just like hit record and just talked about nothing, and we like this, it would. Even if it was like we wanted to keep it, more low key, it's still I would just
you a goofy guy. That's
Yeah.
how you are.
I'm a silly guy. Goofy's
Yeah, true. Goofy's like
he feels like
not
Guinea.
all there.
I mean, Goofy is like Guinea.
Yeah, whoa, dude, chill.
Whoa.
We were talking about racial slurs last episode. I didn't have a chance to watch y'all's last episode yet, but I saw the title about the astronaut stuck in space. I don't want to go over it in depth because y'all did, but what's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, there was apparently there was 2 U.S. astronauts and 1 Russian astronaut that has been stuck on the ISS for 6 months longer than they initially thought. Because I guess there was in some, I don't know space terms, but in some part of the ISS there was some sort of leak in a valve, and to keep themselves safe, command station was basically like, yeah, you guys are gonna have to chill up there for like 8 more months, and they're not even back yet. They're supposed to head back next month, but.
Damn.
Apparently, yeah, it's a Russian spacecraft that's going to rescue them, but they've just been up there, just
Wild.
waiting. Yeah, and I feel like I haven't heard that at all in the news. The
Yeah,
only
I
reason I
hadn't
saw
heard
that
of
is because I was like looking on because for the Lazy Thinker show, I like scroll on Google News, look for topics, and it was like ranked number 15th.
Really?
And no one's talking about it. It's weird.
Yeah, that's
and,
weird. That sucks.
All the shit going on with like Russia and the U.S. Like you can only imagine the conversations that are going on up there. It's
So they're in the same place.
Yeah,
they're just
like,
chilling.
Yeah. There was like a picture of them like giving each other haircuts, and
Oh, weird.
yeah, the things you gotta do with your time up there.
Yeah,
Do y'all
that sucks.
have you ever seen those like the conspiracy theories of the fake space stations or whatever, the fake space shit where like they'll
the
do
moon landing's not
interviews?
real?
No, well, I mean in that bracket of conspiracy, but not specifically that. But like they'll have interviews with astronauts like on the news or something, and people like zoom in and like watch the video, and it'll be like it'll look like they're like grabbing like a string to pull them back down or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, these are staged, and this lady's hair was like up, but it was just like even when she was like rolling, it didn't move, it just was straight up, like it was like hair sprayed up or whatever. And I think those are silly. And
I think that was
funny.
one. And like the flag blown in the wind and stuff. I think that's one of the
Yeah, that's
OG
the common
conspiracy
one.
theories.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's Californication, Red Hot Chili Peppers, dude. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Shout out.
Woo.
Such a fire line, dude. My boy
It
Aaron and
was.
I, in like junior year of high school, Red Hot Chili Peppers, literally 25/8, dude. That's all we listened to. It was insane. Like we go
Great
to computer
band,
class.
honestly.
Oh, dude, yeah. Every song
Forgot
sounds
about
the
them.
exact same.
Yeah.
Man, 11th grade, and that was a crazy grade, wasn't it, Jacob? A lot of memories with us. Oh wait, that's funny.
I knew you were gonna go
Yeah.
there.
Oh man.
We had different class schedules.
Yeah. No. It's cool. It's fine. I
Yeah.
get it.
Never
Jacob
let
was
it
too
go.
good for me.
all good.
It's cool.
No, different class schedules.
No, it's fine. I mean, we get it. We got it.
It's all good.
But
Anyways.
junior year was it was a good year though for me.
That was my
It was
best
like
year.
when I first started, like it was my first, like I had officially had glowed up as much as a fucking high school kid can,
Mhm.
and like I was at my peak, and I was chilling and having a good time, and I didn't even have my boy with me.
Hell yeah.
He was too busy, doing
What were
his
you
thing.
out? What were you off doing? You was being a womanizer? What were you
I
doing?
really think it was we just didn't have the same class schedule, and we didn't reach out to each. What is
I was
that
grounded.
like?
What did you want me? You
That's
had
the
to
thing.
do.
I thought you wouldn't reach out to. I thought that it was just like, oh, I guess we're not reaching out to each other right now.
Did you request a schedule change to try to get a class with us?
Oh, he
I actually did.
Oh,
see,
well then
what-
that's
I actually did.
at
all
the
you
beginning of the year before he
as a
cut me off.
17-year-old. That's about all you want.
Yeah, like,
that's a good friend.
I tried to because it was the theater class.
But he
that I,
he mostly just didn't like the class he was in. though. It wasn't even about trying to get with me. He wanted to get with Caleb.
It was 100% about
'Cause
getting with
Caleb
you.
was
and
in
Caleb's like obviously like an OG friend, but Caleb has other priorities, and so like he's always focused on other things. And
nothing going on. I was like, he definitely would have time to listen to me.
no, but the reason I was going for the switch was because of you. And I mean, yeah, Caleb was there as well because he was in our freshman class, but I was.
Oh wait,
wanting
no,
to switch
you
'cause of
switched. No, this was sophomore year when you did that.
I switched
and you
sophomore
successfully
year, but
did
I
it.
tried to do it junior year as well, but Chak.
Yeah, I
was
remember
like,
he
"Fuck
walks
you."
in.
Say check.
Yeah, his name's Farron Chak. Well, I guess I shouldn't call him out by name.
Nah,
but-
he's a public figure. The principal?
Yeah. No, he's the theater director.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
He
He's just trying to do his job.
But he but, like,
so
I walked
funny.
in, he was like, what? Like he literally was like, "What are you doing here?"
and then didn't we find out later on that they like purposely wanted to keep us separate?
Yeah, that
they wanted to
pissed me
keep you
off
away
so
from us.
much.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
had
find
friends-
that out
I had
till
friends like
senior
that,
year.
too.
And they were like, they went out of their way to make our lives more difficult and put me in a different class than them. Because for some reason they were okay with Tristan and Caleb being paired up every single year.
Yeah.
Well, me and him
You
were
know you
like
do
close
so much.
until like we didn't have you anymore junior year. Then me and Caleb got super close, and then senior year they put us again together, and then by that point we were like,
But then we started working at Little Caesars together, and like senior year that was probably our closest year in terms of
yeah, senior year
high
we finally
school
solidified because you weren't you were still rather be besties with Castle, but like you were like.
stuff. You hear this guy?
I didn't expect a bunch. You were so hyped for this episode. Now you're just bringing up,
Just
digging up bones.
like-
What
Well,
the
we said
fuck are we
junior
doing?
year and Jacob's here, and so that chemical reaction was just all like, oh,
Crazy.
the trauma just came back to how lonely junior year was.
After doing substitute teaching for a year, switching kids, like sending them to a different class so they're not with their best friend, is 100% the move. It's insane to let these kids hang out. It's together in a class
That
and them
sucks.
just
You're
cause
evil.
shit. It's
Who cares?
no, it's
fair, but we weren't
awful.
even
No,
that
it's
bad.
it matters.
Big
It's
time.
awful.
That's fair, but
It
like,
does.
we
Yeah,
weren't
well,
even that bad.
I guess in a regular class, but like theater.
Like we were like the whole point was to like
Yeah.
get weird and be comfortable, and like we were the most comfortable together. So like yeah, there's
No,
a
that
lot of
does check-
bullshit
that
that
checks
came
out.
around, but like it was definitely frustrating because the class I was in, it was like, I mean, I had people that I knew obviously, but I wasn't like fully comfortable like I was in the other years.
Yeah, that does suck. Actually, the more I think about it, fuck that teacher. That's stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was
Like,
what it
nice
was.
These kids are
Basically-
practically in a prison. Like public school is practically
Right.
just like a advanced form of daycare. Like, dude, just let them hang out with their friends.
Yeah, I
Like you
will
ain't
say like
really teaching them much.
I can't talk too much shit about Chak because he my senior year I had like I don't know I couldn't even say how many hours I was like missing to where it was a little bit of a concern that I would walk the stage, and because he was the after school teacher, he was able to basically just write off that I was doing after school or making up hours in theater. So it was like two birds with one stone. So he really is the reason I was able to graduate. But
Nice. Well, then never mind. Shout out that guy.
yeah, but still fuck him,
Jesus, I don't know what to think about
Yeah,
this fella.
directors, it's weird. They're assholes. They're just
Yeah.
dicks.
Who's that?
They fucking suck.
Who?
Chak and then
Directors,
Oh,
yeah, the other director.
directors are just
So
like
this, you said
coaches.
it's theater.
Yeah, there was a co-directors at Connor
Oh, okay.
High.
My directors are just like coaches, but directors for some reason are more condescending. Like
Yeah,
coaches,
because they're not
it's-
coaches. Coaches were the cool kids.
yeah, coaches.
Directors were the
that's
dweebs.
very true.
Coaches
yeah.
are just all like, "Come on, get your ass up! Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
And they're like just being dudes about it. But like
Yeah.
the theater, they're just all like, "Okay,
Yeah, coach.
No,
not a
yeah.
talk
here
to
you go
people.
again, just being a stupid little kid." And it's
Yeah.
just all like, "What are you? Who are you
And,
talking
like,
to like that?"
They like
It
liked
sucked.
the petty shit talking behind people's backs. Like they would every year they'd pick favorites of who they were gonna
Yeah.
talk shit about, and it was just like this giant gossip train.
Dude, seeing teachers gossip with other students
Is the
about
weirdest
students,
thing.
it's like what validation do you need that
Right.
you're 35
Like, do you
talking
feel
to a
good about yourself?
16-year-old about another 16-year-old girl? Like, what are you doing?
yeah,
We had teachers like they were the worst. worse. We had this one, she was so fine, but all she would do was gossip. To the whole class. It was our English teacher. For junior and senior year. Everyone was so stoked. I never really had a thing for her, but she was something else. I can't end the conversation on that, dude. But she sucked, so fuck her.
Yeah, fuck her.
I didn't want to end it on me just calling her hot.
Oh. Do you know the teacher, the English teacher, she started like our senior year? You know exactly what I'm talking about?
The classroom that was right next to the library?
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Dude,
Cutie patootie?
Yeah, she's like 23.
English teachers are
She was fresh out of college.
bad, dude.
Yeah.
She was fresh out of college.
But I walked into class one day, and she was one of those teachers, like, it was definitely just, like, she's following some, like, way to have a good relationship with your students type thing, and so, like, she'd stand at the front of the class and then, like, talk to people as they come in, and one day she was just all like, oh, I like your jacket. Yeah, and I did. Bro,
get off my nuts, lady.
I sat down like, damn, bitch, want to fuck or something? Damn.
Dude, 16-year-old confidence is so wild.
For real.
Like, I bet this fully grown woman really wants me. What a fucking whore.
Yeah, no, but she was just doing like a, hey, compliment your student,
Yeah, she's watching YouTube videos of how to connect with your kids.
Right. I heard that shit and was just all like, damn.
But she's also young enough, she definitely knew that by doing that, she was turning little 16-year-old boys on. She definitely knew what she was doing.
Yeah, unless she was one of those, one of those women that like are genuinely just like naive and dumb, and they're just all like,
did you get that vibe from her,
I'm not attractive. No, she gave me popular girl bitch vibe.
That's what I got. She wasn't my teacher.
She was a very nice. She was not like, she wasn't bad, but I could definitely tell like it was just teacher didn't fit. I don't know.
We had there's this dude. Teacher rumors were so weird. I remember we had a librarian for freshman, not senior year, so freshman, sophomore, junior year, and she was a sweet lady, but she looked rough. She probably looked 75, and she looked like she had suntanned all her life. Like, she just had like very wrinkly skin. Sweet lady, but looked rough. Yeah. And senior year, she left, and the rumor that went around as soon as she left was like, yo, did you know that Miss So-and-so was actually only 40? And that shit. Like, it was insane. Looking back on it, and definitely not true. It's just no chance that that's true. She looked 85 years old, but the whole rumor was, oh, yeah, she's actually 40. She just had so much sun damage from, like, tanning beds her whole life. And we were like, what the fuck? And we're like, oh, that's weird.
Was there any, like, any teacher shit that happened at our school?
There was so much at ours, dude. All of our teachers fucked
kids. In your 20s.
Yeah, I remember there was some shit.
I graduated with 50 people, and all of them fucked teachers. I can't say it on here.
Oh,
because I just say that all the teachers fuck kids.
Like, Connor, what's your social?
Yeah. He said it on the first draft. That's why we asked it. He literally just said it.
Oh, that's tough.
He's a silly goose.
But yeah, I can't think of any like big thing where like, damn, that teacher did that.
There was some like pedophile thing that I remember, like, was our senior year. I don't remember because it wasn't one of my teachers, and I don't remember his name, but I remember that it was like a big.
If it happened in my school with literally 50 people, it happened so much in y'all's school. Y'all probably just didn't find out about it.
Yeah,
but I mean, it came around, especially after graduation. There was like the teachers that were still, because you talk to the grades above you through like football and stuff, and they'd just be like, as soon as I graduate, they're like, oh, I fuck so and so, like all the teachers, and it's like, oof. So that's something to look forward to as soon as you graduate.
It's definitely because of my my old 16-year-old confidence still. That wasn't even. There's nothing happening.
I really thought I knocked it over. I thought I knocked the drink over. Oh my god!
But it could just be the delusion carrying on into my adulthood. But there was definitely a few teachers that was like, I could have fucked it.
Nah, I felt the same way, but I think that was just our 16-year-old. It's just like when
you're just like a boy, you're chilling, and like especially me. I said especially me, like I was I was fuckable, but no, I was saying especially me because I was a very talkative, like I just talked to people.
You were always the teacher's favorite.
I wouldn't say favorite, but I would definitely have no problem talking to the teacher. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like, anytime that I talk or just have a normal relationship with a teacher where like we just joke around, I'm like, damn, she want to fuck it.
I might close the deal. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
No, my teachers were very, very nice, very sweet ladies, and some cool dudes. I didn't have a lot of dude teachers though. I had a cool AP geography teacher. Cool history, even though I had one history teacher that he would be cool if he didn't say one comment. He was just all like, he's just like, because he was a coach as well.
Yeah,
and he hit me with a fucking, man, That's why your brother's more hardworking than you.
Oh,
True words have never been said, bro.
Connor was a tryhard in high school, though.
Connor is a harder worker, but like, don't tell me that. Yeah, don't say that.
17, you
It's like,
dickhead.
bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of insecurities, and now you're just adding more to it. Like, chill.
Bro, we
like,
had a-
I know
we
my
had-
brother's goated.
We had an art teacher, and he was this big goofy dude. Had like a walrus mustache, and he was Canadian. And I used to always fuck with him, and I'd always call it Canadia. And he would get so heated, bro. I'd always because I had him, I think, twice. It was like sophomore and junior year or something, and every time he would bring up like going like summer vacations, like, oh, you going to Canada this summer? And he would always be like, it's Canada. And I was like, you going to Canada with your wife? Your wife's family lives up in Canada. He'd get so pissed. It was so funny.
Me and Jacob. I don't know if I've told the story on this life and this era, but me and Jacob had a when we first met, we had a teacher together.
Y'all had a teacher together?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like you spit roasted one or what? Like what's
No,
going
we
on?
were in class.
male teacher.
So definitely.
Yeah,
All
male
right.
teacher. He was lame. He was
He was like, all right.
no. He was like I'm sure he's a great guy. He's just.
He was a mid teacher.
He was one of those teachers that like this is his vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's chill with the jokes. Like he was just
Yeah.
boring.
He was like super self-aware that he was like putting on like
character.
like he was trying to be the chill teacher that doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, he
And
was
like
chill.
all the
He
girls
was, like,
that were
chill,
like
chill?
He was like the girls' favorite teacher that year, and
He
was,
definitely
like,
fucked kids. But yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely like
I think
he
he had
was
like
clearly
he
a
was-
facade.
He definitely gave off dad vibes. Like he had like a good family.
I think
don't
he did have-
I don't think he
I
was.
saw
a
him.
We might have the same teacher, dude. My algebra teacher was the exact same dude. He'd always talk like that. Josh, putting your paper up.
But yeah, he
Hi,
was just.
dude.
I don't. He just had a smugness to him that I didn't like.
Oh, this guy
um,
wasn't smart. He was, yeah.
but,
yeah, he
uh,
was smug.
But anyways,
sucks.
we had this teacher, and hey, wow! Speaking of the topic, Josh is gonna love this.
What?
Because because he was so mad about us talking about the Holocaust before, we could bring it up again. Wow.
He hated the Holocaust or what?
baby?
Anyways, so this okay. We were in class. It was Holocaust.
First off, let me clear the record. I didn't. Don't put that out there. I didn't hate that y'all talked
I'm
about
gonna
the
caption-
Holocaust.
I'm gonna
Wait a
caption.
second,
I'm gonna
dude.
caption
What the
this.
fuck?
Josh supports the Holocaust.
That sounded
Episode
all like
four.
Josh is pro Holocaust.
Yeah, what the hell?
We're not talking about that on this podcast. But
You brought it up.
yeah, as a reference, but we're not
Yeah,
talking
good-
about it.
Good point. What do you do?
Anyways, we were in class. It was we were discussing the Holocaust. And he was going into this really deep story, this really horrible story that happened. And so I'm sitting like up front, and Jacob's like, there's a seat next to me, and then he's right here. And the teacher like walks, and he like stops right here, and then he starts saying like the worst part of the story, the most horrible part. Like he ends it with just like, and her whole
Yeah, like, her whole family was murdered right in front of her,
and
executed
then right
in front of her.
right when he said it, I'm looking at him because he's standing in between me and Jacob, and I just look down and see Jacob, and we make eye
Oh,
contact,
it's so hard.
and we
Yeah.
bursted. It couldn't be controlled.
Like,
It had nothing.
unstoppable
We did
laughter.
not think it was funny.
No, it's
we
not.
understood how horrible it was,
Yeah.
but it was the fact that we saw each other. It was dead quiet.
Yeah.
We knew we shouldn't have laughed, and that was like he hated us for the rest
Yeah,
of it. Like he already
it's
didn't
pretty
like
shitty.
us, and he definitely
Yeah.
thought we were just and we were dumbass ninth
Yeah.
grade kids, but like
We were good kids, though.
but we were good
Solid.
like that.
I mean,
we weren't
that's
the
a
type
tough
to be
look.
like
that is.
that immature where we were like we didn't care. We
Yeah.
cared. We just were
Yeah.
like it just
Yeah.
it was one of those things.
That's the hardest laugh to contain. Like
It
you and your
is.
boy across a room being like,
Yeah,
"Oh
'cause it was
no,
like-
dude, I can't stop. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna. I have to put my head down."
Yeah, it was the
It's the
darkest
best
part of the
feeling ever.
story. The whole classroom was silent, and
Yeah.
then we just lock eyes and,
and
just
so
burst out.
that is the best kind of laughter. I don't think I've ever enjoyed laughing as much as in this class.
Yeah.
2 occasions. The second occasion,
Oh no, what'd you do?
We don't have to talk about this.
so
reason.
this one I can
no.
cut. I can cut when
you don't have
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about because it is funny though. But we're chilling, and the teacher needed help hanging something up. And Jacob's sitting in his seat up front, and it's like over the door. We're like right in front of the door, and I'm in the back of the class doing something, probably spitting game at somebody.
For real,
And
they do got game.
this was back when I was like 5'5".
Even
But-
hardest backpack.
Yeah, and what a loser. I was happy though.
You're the coolest
No, I
kid I
wasn't.
met.
But anyways, so this girl like volunteered to help hang it up, and so she had to stand on Jacob's desk,
Oh no.
put it up, or the desk in front of Jacob, and I pull out my phone and I record Jacob because I see his eye line.
Is her ass in his face?
Directly, like I couldn't look away if I
Yeah,
tried.
and then I just see him, so like I'm catching him in 4K, or at that time it was like iPhone
1080p,
5,
dude.
so
1080p.
yeah, whatever the fuck it was.
720.
And he just turns, sees that I'm recording, and just has the funniest little smirk, or just like, damn, like you got my ass.
Busted.
That was like the girl I was like, because we were like just talking. That was a girl I had a crush on at the time, so it was like it
course.
was a perfect storm. Yeah,
That's
now
also
my
why
brightest
she
moment.
volunteered. She knew what she was doing.
Hold on one
She
second.
wanted to go stand.
Oh god, oh
We done?
god.
Pause.
No.
Alright.
Oh.
And we're back.
But yeah, high school was funny. We were stupid. I was lame. I was so lame.
Dude, one of my favorite things to do in high school, me and like 3 or 4 buddies in a class, on like test day especially, we would play a game. It's almost kind of like the penis game on the bus where you yell penis, we can do it loudest. But
So dumb.
what we would do was clear our throat louder and louder each time until someone got yelled at, and whoever got yelled at was like out. So we'd be taking a test, and I'd start and be like, and then my boy across the room would have to be like, and we'd have to space it out to where it sounded natural, and then by the end of it, it was all but you had to wait like 10 minutes, so it's like, are they doing it? And then eventually the teacher would just be like, shut up, like stop doing that. He
Please
definitely knew,
stop.
because we'd do it constantly. Every time there was silence, but
Things like that
Yeah,
are
every
so
time.
funny.
But-
It's just so stupid. That's
it's so
great.
dumb, dude. It's so fucking funny.
It's like
It's
you're locked
such
in
a
a
funny
building
joke.
for like 7 hours a day. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta find things to entertain yourself.
Dude, those state tests were awful.
It
I
makes
hated
no
those
sense,
days.
dude.
fucking god.
Those were so
makes no
pointless
sense.
and dumb.
yeah,
Yeah.
all day testing was like you're having lunch in the same. Like you can't leave the
Oh my
class to have
god!
lunch.
Yeah,
Like,
don't say
Yeah.
anything. It's like, what? You know
Like,
what words are? Can I
this
say
is
words that don't
crazy.
apply to the test?
cares?
We can't talk at all.
Yeah, that's insane. I keep forgetting about those. That was so stupid.
Yeah, public
Getting your phone
education
taken
is
away.
broken, dude. The
Yeah, it
public
really
schooling
is.
system is broke.
It's not for everybody.
It's insane.
And then they what was that fucking pointless one that didn't even count to anything that we
The-
had to take later on?
TSI or are you talking
No,
about the star?
No, the star was the
Star
big
was the
one.
yearly one. Are you
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
like the SATs and shit?
No, there was like there's a test where it's just like
bad.
here,
There you go.
and it was usually like it was like answer these questions, and there's usually like a short answer question at the end of it, and it was just like this is like extra credit, or they'll say some stupid shit. They're like we have to submit these.
I don't remember
It was
that.
just like a star, but it was
Oh, was it like a survey?
But it was like a star test, but it wasn't a star test. It was like a practice test thing.
I think we're
I think it
finding
was
out that
the-
you might have had a different class,
No.
buddy.
Yeah. You may have had you may have taken the SAT.
Well, no, I remember that. I was fucking baked for my
yeah?
fucking that was terrible.
I was hungover.
I told you I was doing I was like super high, and I got to the test because I don't know why I think I was accidentally putting like AP classes and shit, and then I was
Yeah.
taking this test, and I definitely was not going to college, so it didn't mean anything to me, and so I was in there just fucking stoned, and I just A B B A B B C A, and I was like taking the and I was just like dancing, and I finished it in like 5
I
seconds.
can't believe these teachers didn't like me. You're such a dickhead, dude.
Well, I don't know.
You sucked. You were the worst kid to be around.
That was senior year. I always
35-year-old dude with
I
a
was a
wife and kids. You walking around 16, bopping your head like this little
Nah,
shit.
I was.
I hate him.
I was only high during school for like something like that, or at the end of it.
I
was
just mean your confidence and vibe overall.
Oh,
Nah, dude, there was
yeah,
like
no.
freshman year, one of the best bits that Tristan ever did was like we'd be walking
Oh,
in the
God.
hallway. And
Oh, so
Tristan had his hardest
dumb.
backpack on, his long hair, and be walking around. And he would like bang his like as we're walking past the doorway, he'd bang his arm against the door frame and then like pretend like he ran into it.
I
There's this one time
mastered
that
it.
people,
I
like-
was so
yeah,
good.
like people asked him like, "Do you need to go to the nurse right
Yeah.
now?" But it was like,
Yeah, just do that.
What a little fucking attention whore.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
And now
so
you're doing a podcast.
much. I know. Like, why would I do these things?
It's all
But
of
it
us.
was
We're
so
all
good.
doing
I
it.
remember it. It was great. I had a teacher be like, "You need to go to the
Yeah.
nurse." It was. I was like, "No, I'm good," and I would like commit to it, and it was so fun. The
Yeah.
stupid little
was
shit I
cool,
would
yeah.
do. Oh man.
Like the reason we met was because we were in that history class, and you had come up to me with because we realized we had the theater class as well. Like we had 2 classes together that year, but you came up to me with a truth or dare
Gum wrapper.
gum wrapper, and that was the first time we ever interacted. You were like truth or dare, or something, and it was like,
What a nerd.
damn. It was like the confidence to just go up to a random student, because at the time, it was my first year back in public school. I had been out for a little while, and so I was just like keeping to myself, wasn't really doing much, and then Tristan comes up to me. The rest is history. But yeah, it was like
And then
the
with
confidence
friends,
you
yeah.
had.
Nice.
Yeah, because I mean, even to this day, that's how I break the ice and how I fucking interact with strangers that I kind of
You say truth or dare?
know
Oh.
that I fuck with. I just go up and act like we've just known each other, and I just
Yeah.
see. I work through it, and if we can't work through the awkward, then I'm like, okay, then that's not
Yeah,
not
We're not
gonna
gonna be
work.
friends then.
Yeah, let
Not
me move
meant to
on.
be.
But if we do work through the awkward, then it's cool. Me and Jacob were just like, it was like immediate.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because me and Jacob just 9th grade, we spent the most amount of. It just sucked because I was grounded, because we could have spent more time. Because even to this day, I still have that email.
Yeah, film club.
Yeah.
I won't say the full.
I'm gonna say it all.
But anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
hate
had,
every time I type it out. It's so annoying.
he started the film club. We did this whole thing where we like had teachers. You know,
Yeah, because there was like a certain minimum requirement you had to have. They were like, you have to have like 12 students or like 8 students sign on. You have to have 2 teachers that are willing to stay after class.
Yeah.
That way you can film. And we got everything taken care of. But Tristan was the one that ran the email.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was fun.
But I got
sick.
I got grounded, and I only went to one. I think I went to one session. And then I
Damn, you
missed-
started a club and couldn't go? That blows.
But it
Yeah.
sucks. Like all the footage I had that we had recorded was lost because my camera had gotten stolen.
Oh.
It ended up being found, weirdly enough. But all the stuff on the, I guess someone stole it and had like a heart moment, and they were like, "I feel really bad,"
so-
and they returned it. But
This
all
is-
the stuff was gone.
I know this is like a cliche for friends that don't see each other constantly, but like it's so weird that like these are the same stories that we talk about every single time, and it's just so good hearing them again.
Yeah.
Every single time
yeah.
I hear them, it's just like it just takes me. It's like, damn, I remember when these were like a big moment. Like
Right,
when they
like
had, it was like,
Time
damn, your
capsule.
camera got stolen. I did remember when it happened.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Dude, that
it's
was
so
so
fucking.
sad at the
That's
time.
crazy. That's so. Yeah, the
Yeah.
camera getting stolen, shit. Yeah, being grounded really fucked me
it
in a
fucked
lot
you,
of.
yeah.
I didn't really get to be a part of. I think that's why I wasn't like we weren't super close. The
But
whole
despite
time.
all that, you were still around as much as you possibly
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
despite
I was
everything.
still chilling as much as I could. But then fucking senior year,
That was good. That
we
was
were
a good year.
the whole. Yeah, it was a sauce. Senior year was exactly what it needed to be.
Yeah.
Senior year
It was senior
worked
year.
out.
It was definitely senior vibes. Like,
And it
was
could have been like
definitely-
that all of high school. Because senior year is when my parents are just all like, "Fuck it, you're almost 18. We're just not gonna ground you. I mean, if you're gonna fail this,
Right. Right.
But yeah, nostalgia. I want to talk about that because it's throwing me back to episode 2 of our podcast or show. My bad, man.
But
Chill.
a conversation about high school or whatever. It
Yeah,
was.
we talked about it or whatever.
That was probably my favorite episode we've ever.
It's
put
fun.
out.
It's the best thing to talk about, especially
Was
with
that
an
the-
old friend. Like
Was
we've
that
been
the
friends
Life
for so
After High
long.
School episode?
Yeah.
It's the first one I ever listened to.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
it's so great to talk about it. We're definitely gonna talk about it more tonight.
We have to do them in person again.
Yeah, but anyways, I want to talk about a new topic because obviously no one cares about our high school.
Wait, real quick, because you're gonna bring up D&D.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to real quick. I told y'all before the dream that I had where I was trying to make a joke in the dream
Oh,
and I
yeah.
couldn't get anyone to laugh. Okay. The joke was a white version of Osama bin Laden, and then they were like, I was like, asked me what his name is, and they were like, what's his name? And I said, Tama bin Laden, because his name was Tom. I woke up with that joke in my head and was like, that sucks. And what's even dumber is I wrote it down so I could bring it up on a podcast that 30 people listen to. All right, D&D was fun as shit, wasn't it? How fun was that? We did D&D last night. Tristan, how'd you like it? That was a joke.
Have we already
It
been?
was insane.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that it wasn't the dream. Like it wasn't the dream's fault that they weren't laughing. I think
No, it's an awful joke, but it's insane that I remember a
I've already been
specific
talking for 30 minutes. That's
dumb joke.
Me and Josh
Osama,
started.
I remember in the dream being like, Tama bin Laden, and they were like, yeah. And I was like, and I woke up and was like, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna fucking play on the
That's
show.
gonna hit.
Yeah, it's gonna
Viral
play on the
moment.
podcast. D&D. Sorry.
Oh man, me and Josh started a campaign last night.
Guild.
A guild?
No, I don't know. I just keep saying guild, and every time I say that, Casey and Paul got mad at me and they're like, "What guild?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was like,
it
"We're
was-
guild."
It's my first like real campaign, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. We spent so much time building our character,
2 hours.
and it's just like it could have taken a lot less time if we just like went into it and tried to make the character, but we just kept fucking around.
Yeah, there's a lot of
but that's a part of it. You gotta have fun with it. It's
pointlessness,
not just fucking work.
It's a hangout sesh.
yeah.
It's an excuse to hang out and be
Mhm.
dorks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
which
it's
was
so fun.
fantastic.
It is.
I am a high sun elf
Yep.
with silver hair, and I am a druid.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Druid.
Looker.
Yeah, I come from a family of like monster hunters and sellers, and it was just cool to be all dorky and get into it. I'm learning more because I'm still all new to the whole thing. I'm trying to learn what my character can do, like what I can actually work on doing, and I'm
Was
super
this your
hyped to
first
get
time
into it.
playing?
Yeah,
Mm. Nice.
very first time ever playing, and Josh
It was so fun.
Josh
What?
is the worst monk I've
Yeah.
ever
My character is
heard of.
technically a half orc monk, and I'm supposed to be a master of martial arts and religion. And boy, do
Jack
I
of
have a
all
temper. I might have to change my character
bro,
up, dude. It's
bro.
tough. I can't
bro,
do it.
like there was times where like I was about to get like fucked up, and I was like surrounded by like bad guys, and Josh's character was just all like, "Yeah, can I just leave? Like,
I
can
did just want to leave.
Can I just not help him?
I was like,
what
why?
the fuck? You're a monk who knows martial arts. Can you come help my stupid ass?
Yeah. Well, the few times I did, I would just get messed up. Every time I'd get slapped.
Yeah, we were
I
not
got
doing good
slapped
rolls.
in the back of the head. Yeah, you're supposed to roll a d20 for
Oh.
like, that's your like test. Like you roll for how good you do, and we would literally just roll every time, be like 4. And then Casey would roll for the bad guys, the DM, the dungeon master, and he would roll in and be like, "That was an 18, so you just got your shit
Yeah.
lit up." It's like, all right,
It was
That's
but
tough.
it was
Cool,
so,
fun,
it
very
was so
fun.
fucking funny. It obviously got to the classic point of just like,
yeah, God.
we were like, "Hey, can I roll for dick size?"
Yeah, somehow penis size came up, and we were like, "Can we roll for that?" And Casey was like, "Fine, roll 1d10, and whatever it lands on, that's your inchage." I rolled a 10.
Rolled 10.
Yeah, I
wanna
rolled
get-
2.
Talk about what the other
No.
aspect of that is.
Wait,
No?
what? Which part? Oh yeah, my character can't get hard,
Yeah.
but it's because I'm celibate, dude. I'm a monk.
Fair.
I'm a celibate monk.
So
I don't
are
need
you
to get hard.
physically unable to get hard, or you just choose?
Yeah,
not
because
to
I'm
get
so
hard?
in tune with my body, and I know that I don't need to be doing that nonsense. So
You
I
just
just
turned
don't.
it off.
Yeah, I just turned my penis
Got it.
off.
Got it.
God, I wish that was real. That'd be so sick. Just turn my
it off
penis
your
off
dick.
throughout the day. Just be like, I don't need to look at Instagram reels right now. Turn it off, dude.
Josh is a character, bro. Josh,
Turn off these
that.
reels.
gotta
Like,
turn my
just shut
penis
up.
off.
They're like, shut off testosterone production in my nuts. Oh god, that'd be sick.
I mean, that would change everything about the male.
I'd be so productive.
It's so
fun.
I
We
get
were at
nothing done
lunch.
throughout the day.
I think we were at lunch. We were somewhere, and we were talking about when we were like, little, like when we first started watching porn or whatever, and then
Yeah.
we were talking about celebrity nudes. And Josh is like, yeah, I would look up like Megan Fox nudes or whatever. And I was like, yeah, back in the day. And he's just like, no, I still do it, like right next to his wife. He's just like,
I do. I have some weird.
Oh.
It's not even. That's one of the most least sexual things about me. I have a weird infatuation with naked celebrities.
Oh shit.
I think it's very not. It's not cool. It's not cool. The fappening was not cool. I want to go on record saying the fappening was
Right,
not
right.
cool.
And
Leaking
I get
Jennifer
it.
Lawrence's butthole pics on the web, not cool, dude. And that guy got 13 years in prison.
Did he really?
Bit much, but whatever.
That's crazy. I mean, fair.
I think it's
enough.
actually more than that. But no, I don't know. It's a weird. It's like it's a naughty thing. It's like
feels
you're
like
not supposed
untouchable.
to.
I wouldn't-
See, yeah, it's
yeah.
like I'm not supposed to see Jennifer Lawrence with, stuff on her face.
right.
That's insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like if
Jennifer
I were
Lawrence
to
is
like
crazy.
hack and do that, it's just like it wouldn't. Why would I want other people to see it? I want that. That's for me.
No. Oh, you mean if you were the
That's some
hacker?
psychotic shit.
Yeah, that's
like-
actually. Don't say that. Cut that out. That was crazy.
yeah, I want it. And I would actually like use it. Like I would like a form of extortion and like send it to him. Like, hey, I'm gonna fucking release
Yeah, you
this
should
shit
just
if you don't
blackmail
come
celebrities, dude. That'd be
swab
so
my shit,
sick.
and then I just-
Swab my shit. Jesus, Tristan.
Oh, no,
half
yeah.
a marg.
No,
Rephrase.
leaking anyone's nude, celebrity or not, looking into people's private lives is just a horrible fucking thing to do.
No, it's awful.
you're not
but,
cool. You're not funny. It's
but when I hear a
fucking
new leak
ridiculous.
happen, boy, do I hop on Reddit faster than I've ever hopped on Reddit before. It's crazy. I can't avoid it, and it's not even like that's what like gets the pump. Like I'm
Yeah,
not.
this
That's
was
not.
Josh whenever the Island Boys shit started.
Oh
happening.
my god,
Yeah.
dude! I was talking to my dad
That's
about that the other day. That
crazy.
shit is.
Crazy.
It bothers me so much. I
things
don't
that-
like. It doesn't bother me. I don't care.
But the things that like people are willing to do for
It's money. It's
and
so
they're
sad.
clearly running out of money, and you you have to live with yourself at the end of the day. Like you have to 20 years from now, you're gonna want to be a little more mature, a little older, look back on your younger life, and then now you're gonna look back on your life, or they're gonna look back on their lives, and just have videos of them making out and shit. It's like, that's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy.
Hypothetical. Let's say the podcast get big and your show. Both Lazy Thinker and T-Gold gets big, right? We do a couple crossover shows like this. It's going great. They're great.
Yeah.
Probably get 100 views on this damn thing.
Fuck yeah.
Let's say it gets big, and then we have some money, and then kind of dwindles out. Jacob and I, we've met a couple times. We've done the show, but we're still, we don't hang out a ton.
Right.
How much to make out with me on camera?
$30.
All right, yeah, that's about what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. I'm a low bar.
It's that fucking that one guy's meme. You guys are getting paid?
Oh yeah, and we're the Millers. That's so funny.
No,
fuck.
We have to I don't know. I like that our show is slight change of topic, but we should do some crossover episodes a lot. Like you got to come on Lazy Thinker.
Yeah, dude. What the hell are the Republicans up to now? This is bullshit, dude. What'd they say? I hate that. Holocaust, bad.
Yeah,
bad.
That's right.
That is
Holocaust
true. That is
bad.
a liberal thing to think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very liberal to say that the Holocaust
Honestly,
shouldn't have happened.
get that fucking lib cock out of your mouth, bruh.
Yeah,
What's that?
honestly.
Lib cock out of your mouth.
You talking about the
Bruh.
microphone, the replica of the one you're holding? Interesting. Hell
Oh,
yeah, boy. That's T-Gold. That's T-Gold.
T-Gold right there.
That's
boy.
going in the recap.
Oh man, T-Gold. This feels like old T-Gold. This feels.
It does feel a little
It
naughty.
could be the margarita. I don't know if I've mentioned. I know
Yeah.
you said Marg a few moments ago, but
We're drinking.
we're drinking the original T-Gold drink.
Yeah,
for me.
Marg's was the
Margarita was the first drink that I was drinking on the pod.
Yeah.
And having Jacob over, I was like, I'm not really. I don't want to drink fucking 46 ounces of Red Bull. I'm trying to do a diet as well. This definitely doesn't goes with the
46
diet.
ounces of Red
But-
Bull.
really sticking
but-
strong.
But the Red Bull is definitely even worse. It was just bad. And especially with fucking Heart Boy over here. So
Heart boy.
Boy, God, what a name.
So I was just all like, man, I kind of want to. And me and Jacob used to, with our dates, when we would meet up every 6 months, we'd go to a Mexican restaurant and we would order margaritas.
Yeah, from
and
that
chat
exact
shit.
for this exact margarita, essentially.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I was like, of course, we're just gonna do that and then
Yeah.
record our voices this time.
Hell yeah.
So
I've
margaritas
been
are
really
back
looking forward to this.
temporarily. So
It's been great. This has been going awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been
This is an
fantastic.
awesome episode.
And we're holding our mics this time. Well, Jacob's
Oh,
not,
dude, we feel
but
this
me and Josh
hunched
are, and
over
it just
over
it
here.
feels.
This is the
This
most
is-
comfortable in 25 episodes I think I've ever been.
Yeah,
I got my
25.
feet
Fuck
kicked
yeah.
up. 27?
27.
We did like 22 of the last one. Now we're on 4 of this one.
I was gonna ask you guys
there's
this.
we did.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Episode 4 is the most comfy I've ever been.
Well,
Sorry.
okay,
sorry.
so-
Alternate timeline.
In this hypothetical past life, you guys don't like to acknowledge the first 20 some odd episodes.
Yes.
Why did you elect to just delete the episodes and not call this season 2 or something?
Tristan?
That way you can always look
Tristan,
back.
your comments?
Are they
This is
deleted?
your idea.
Are they
I mean,
deleted or are they unlisted?
The reason I agreed to deleting all of them, like it was Josh's idea. Let's not get it twisted.
It was.
The reason I agreed is because I liked, because that was just learning.
Yeah.
It was just like, and even we could call it season 1, but I don't want someone to click our shit, go to the first one, and then immediately be turned away because they're like,
Yeah, because that was my initial thought was we had 20 of them out. Some of them were very funny, but there was also ones that if it was the first one you clicked on, it's just me hammered drunk yammering about
Josh is
nonsense.
also on this new thing, this old person thing where he just thinks
It's not an
that
old
he's
person.
just
It's bad to
horrible.
listen to. If you clicked on a stranger's channel and there was just them drunk blabbering, it's not
He's a
good.
drunk blabber. He's
it
exactly
was
how
pretty
he is,
drunk
Josh,
blabbering.
but either meaner or louder. I mean, that's just it.
True,
He
I
doesn't
did, yeah.
change.
Well,
It's
there was 2 or 3 where I got pretty rambunctious, and I was like, those. That's
yeah,
not
I
great.
mean, yeah, but I mean,
You're
that's
a little
gonna happen
rowdy. That's
sometimes.
fair,
you
that's
drink.
fair.
And I've said it. I know I get all defensive every time we talk about Josh not drinking anymore. But it's good to cut out drinking, health wise, and drinking. Being drunk. That
I
often.
like
Yeah.
doing the podcast more sober. I talk better. And
Which is-
I get
no,
my
I feel
thoughts
that.
out better.
It
Whenever
just
I was
sucks-
drunk, it was a frustrating thing because I'd be like, "What were we talking about?" Or it just goes.
Right, no,
Which is
I
why
Talking
I just wish,
especially is
I don't think that I wish there was a middle. Right now, I get that there's reasons for the not drinking, so I'm not pushing it. But later on, I want to.
I'm drinking a hard kombucha right now, dude. I'm about to go
I
grab
know,
a second.
I know. I just that's what I'm trying to
4%
get at.
ABV. What the
Is
fuck?
I
Yeah.
need to dial back sometimes because the problem is you're going too less and I'm going too much, and I think that we need to have a level we're just getting a nice quick just a beer or two,
Get a
and then
beer or
just
two.
enjoying it. It's the getting absolutely shit faced
That's the problem.
or the one of us is not shit faced and one of us is, and then you are great. You have a great personality.
Thanks, bud.
And you can roll.
Really do.
You
Thank
can
you.
do the
Go for it.
podcast sober. I genuinely do believe that you're better at the podcast when you're sober.
Thank you.
But it's the fact that I always drink.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I always get in the Tristan moods whenever we start doing a podcast, because I'm sitting there buzzed, having a good time,
Yeah.
and you're sitting there like,
I'm having a great time.
but it doesn't seem
I
like
know,
that
I
'cause
know.
you're not drinking.
You
so
get in
it's
your
just
head
like,
about it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
drunk Tristan's stupid.
We're figuring out. Like we said, this is only episode 4,
So I think
dude.
there's just like a middle ground we need to find.
But also, like those
Yeah.
first 20, it was like I look at it like a trial run. Like we figured out
Fair.
a ton. Figured out each other's
So
timing,
much.
like when to chime in,
Yeah.
when not to. We figured out.
20
Our,
episodes is a lot. That's a lot of time to be able to.
yeah,
kinda
we've
build
been
some
doing
chemistry.
it almost every week since December
Yeah, that's
in this past timeline. I mean,
In the past
that's
timeline,
very
different
consistent.
We've been planning
I
it,
don't. I'm not.
talking about it, practicing
Yeah.
theoretically.
I don't do
Right.
anything in the world that consistently. Really, like it's about one of the
We've been
only
very
things
good
that
at it,
we.
and it was weird because Flaky Jakey over here, it was like going from that to someone who's just all
Motherfucker,
like,
that
Heart
needs
boy
to
and Flaky
stop.
Jakey.
That needs to stop here now. Okay.
Flaky
No,
Jakey the
you've
Heart
been-
Boy.
You've been very fucking like good about it. Like we've
Y'all been
not,
grinding.
we have not missed an episode. We've done every Monday, and
Yeah, I mean, it really was like, it doesn't like, I don't know, because I was in that different position before where I was like, I had a lot more like, I was like salaried, so I was like constantly getting called into work, and so I was exhausted every single day, and so I would like wake up in the morning with these aspirations to want to do stuff, and then by the end of the day, I was so like beat, or like I was having to pull like a 14-hour shift, you know, whatever. And so like I would just disappoint myself because I like doing the creative stuff. It's always been something that I feel like has been like my calling or whatever,
Yeah.
as far as a passion. And it's just that job was not, it just didn't work well with that. And so I ended up just like falling short on a lot of stuff. Like the aspirations were there, but I just didn't have the ability to put in that effort. And now that I'm not doing that anymore, it just feels like I'm myself again, and it's nice to be able to like grind on that and post weekly and
Yeah.
have like a like I'm canceling on like Mondays are not a like we can't touch Mondays as far as anyone else that I know because I'm focused on the podcast.
Show.
So it's nice to be able to show right. Sorry, it's nice to be able to focus on that again. And it seems like there's definitely with both of the shows, podcast and the show, feels like there's like something special brewing.
I like it. I think it's going great.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I'm
think
having
it's
a
great.
ton of fun.
I love the when I do the show. The way I see the relationship between the two is when I do your show. It gives me ideas and it gives me hope and it gives me practice of what ours could be. Because like your level wise, like editing and production and all that is so much farther ahead of me.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that though.
And
I think
so-
it is. This is a pretty bare
'cause
bones
this is your
production.
shit. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying that I'm terrible at it. I'm doing great for what for as much as I've been doing it. But it's just this is your thing, and it's so cool to be able to get that perspective of someone who's actually like who's it's his shit. That I'm all like, okay, cool, and then I'm like, all right, let me see. Oh, I kind of like how he's okay, and then it's nice to see the parallels and then just see the growth trying to like keep up. It also motivates me to like, damn, like I see our quality because y'all are about, well, even though we're about quality over here.
T-Golf's quality. T-Golf's a quality podcast.
No,
If I
but
say so myself.
but it's such a higher quality at on Lazy Thinker Show, and it's just like it's that motivation. Like I gotta get. I want my shit to be that good. Like I look at mine and it's still like I love it. I love T-Gulp. It's my
I
passion.
wouldn't say it's a quality thing though. Like it's just like I think.
Well,
it's
you
just, like,
literally said that,
as-
so so I think you would.
touche. No, but like I think it just like I just happen to have video added onto it, and so I think
Which
that's
is a
really the
huge
difference.
element to a show on YouTube, especially.
just looks like I
especially
said-
we're only on YouTube.
Yeah, and
Which is why.
I always downplay mine because I'm not confident in it yet. But it's just mine just feel, and I say this over and over again. I know, but mine just feels like a little school project that I'm like. It doesn't feel like it. I'm loving it. It's so much better than how it started. I'm very proud of it. I am, but it's not where it's not as good as it can be, and it never will be. But I want it to. It's just like I love having that. Like when you have your little edits, I'm like, I could put my little logo there, have my little cool thumbnails, have the video. Like I can constantly improve, and it's not a bad thing. I love looking at your show, our show, and seeing a roof, seeing somewhere like, okay, I can go bigger. I can go more. I go, okay, let me try editing a little better because like I like how you do
Shit.
little zooms, and it's so cool having these two. It's been great for me. I've never, you know me,
appreciate it.
you're flaky. Like it's hard to make plans, but when you get the plans, you're great. I suck at commitment, like committing into doing something. I hate it. That's why I don't have a lot of skills or talents because like I just can't. I don't have the energy to be like I try something, and if I suck at it, which you're gonna suck at most shit you try for the first time, I'm like, okay, well fuck it, I don't want to do it. But I have two people, you who this is literally like your life passion, and Josh who doesn't just fucking try things. If he's gonna try something, he's gonna fucking do it. And so I got two of y'all that are fucking like it's podcasting and the show. It's just been so good, and I just love these fucking things. I'm so
we gotta
excited.
as we continue doing this more. Our two programs need to be. I don't know how else to describe it. Other than
Programs.
Programs.
It's all encompassing.
Yeah, all encompassing programs. They have to be connected together because like I haven't talked to either of you about this, but like at some point it'd be nice to like link up our programs on like some umbrella thing because I did Studio 55 before, and it was starting to pick up steam before 2020, and it stopped for other reasons, but the pandemic also like helped make that the reason. But
like, you're talking like a network, like
yeah, like because I would like
network.
I would like do videos for other like small businesses, and we would work with like small artists and stuff. Like we weren't picking up a crazy amount of steam, but it was like all under the Studio 55 umbrella. And like my dream is to do like Lazy Thinker Media. That's like the new rebrand. So it'd be nice to like. If you guys ever wanted to, like right now, I'm still getting used to doing the Lazy Thinker show every week, but like it'd be fun to edit your show for you, or put out certain stuff for you if you guys want, or however you want to do it. But it'd be nice to like link our shows together and have like a family of sorts. It'd be cool.
I like that. One of my favorite. I hate mentioning other podcasts on here because they don't actually exist, but one of my favorite things to listen to. There's a lot of podcast networks out there, but Gas Digital Network stands for Gomez and Sutton, and Louis J. Gomez is on one of my favorite podcasts, and that's what he did. He was just like us, had like a shitty little podcast, and then started a whole network, and now he's got 30 podcasts on the network.
Yeah, like that's the
dream. That's his living.
Yeah,
it's pretty sick.
Pretty cool.
I think the sky's the limit for the T-Gold and the Lazy Thinker.
I really think so, because the names are there, like the marketing is there.
Yeah.
We just gotta stay consistent with it, and that was my biggest issue for so long. And I know that it bothered Tristan, and fair enough, because it bothered me too. But the lack of consistency before, because I was, like I said before, I was distracted. But
which I know I make fun of Flaky Jakey all the time because I mean it is a funny bit.
It's great alliteration also. Flaky Jakey rolls off the tongue so well.
It's
unfortunately,
perfect. It's like he was destined for that personality trait. But no, I'm also I don't want to like just feel like I'm giving all the blame to Jacob. I'm definitely, like I said earlier about the commitment thing.
Yeah, no, you took
it's hard for me to put in the fucking effort to be like, hey, because like I said with Josh, he was like, when we started this, he was like, bro, okay, fine, we just won't do the pod then. I guess you're just not doing the pod.
Yeah.
Are we doing the pod this week, or are you just gonna pussy out? You just gonna pussy out?
I'm very much a.
Once you start something, you're all in.
But I'm very not strict. I'm trying to think of the word where I'm very consistent. Like I like to do.
Good. I'm jealous.
It's almost like an OCD thing where I'm like, if we're gonna do it, like let's do it properly and let's do it every week and actually get better at it. Even if it sucks, like don't put it out. Then we just know what sucks.
This is a great conversation. I love this.
I have to piss so bad. Is that what you're
we're gonna pause it to piss.
Yes.
Also, this is T-Gold, all right? Too serious. I guess we're
the
bonding a
hell's
little
going
bit.
on?
You know,
No, this
conversation. This had to be had because it's two shows
Good. Tristan was
combining.
hyping up this like debate between Josh and I this whole time.
So stupid,
But it was supposed to be before the
Holocaust, good or
podcast.
bad?
We don't do it on here.
Holocaust, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it real quick so we can go pee. But like, this is T-Gold. We're gonna have some fun when we get back. It is weird.
Are we back?
Yeah.
And we're back, boy.
And we're back.
Oh shit.
For fun.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Too much sappy good talk.
Yeah, we had to have it in there. There'll be a chat, you skip it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But like, it had to be in there.
I've never used a diving board in my life. Did you know that?
What?
Why have you not used a diving board?
I've never.
You ever been to the fucking, what is it? What is that place called?
Pool.
Oh wow, Josh, show. Why did I say show? I mean, shut the fuck up. That's what I meant to say. I don't know why I said show. But no, the center. I think they've changed it. They've updated it. It's like a pool center. It's got 2 slides and then an indoor section.
The
with 2
YMCA
diving
or
boards. No, It's like fuck.
Are you talking about?
There's a park
It's a not a
by the highway.
Oh, Candy Cane Park.
I think so.
I think that's what
Wait,
you're
and
with the
then-
one with the basketball court. And
You talking about in
And
Connor?
I
Or are you
think-
talking
well,
about?
no, but
in-
it's not there. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the rec center.
Yeah, Candy
The rec
Cane has
center,
a rec
thank you.
center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about in Conroe, or the one in
think so.
Spring? You talking about Splashway or the rec center?
The rec center, I believe.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
there's like a
I used to
little-
work there. Yeah,
And you never used there was a diving board there, isn't there?
That's
Maybe,
Candy
yeah.
Cane, right? That's Candy
Oh,
Cane Park.
that's Candy
Okay.
Cane. They have the
Yeah, yeah.
splash, the water
I'm
park.
it's been a while. I've been since
Yeah.
I was a kid, but when I was a kid, we'd go there, and it was 2 slides,
Mm-hmm.
and then an indoor section with like a fucking like 10-foot pool, and then they had like a big ass diving board that you could just fucking
Yeah,
get in
I was
line and
I was
jump
a
off.
timid kid, you know. I never really, and then as an
Yeah.
adult, I'm not gonna do it. I can't. Speaking of just bouncing in general, I jumped on a trampoline fairly recently. Can't do it. Hurts my head.
You don't like it?
I hate it. It's like I think I feel my brain moving, and I go, I'm gonna hurt myself if I continue to jump.
Do you think
Hate
that
it.
is partly because you didn't jump on things very often as a kid? Were you
I'm-
jumping on trampolines a lot as a kid?
No, I don't think I'm
Interesting.
acclimated to jump.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
the whole
white.
dive board thing.
I didn't really have a
Jumper.
trampoline. Was that?
You're just not a jumper. I mean, with those legs, I'm
Yeah, exactly.
not surprised.
Yeah, my vertical's 12 inches. Like, I am not
Like
a
a
jumper, dude.
Yes.
Stupid, bro.
No, that's insane. But I want to, since we're at that hour mark, I want to get into the draft because I'm so excited for it.
Draft.
I've been
Okay.
so excited for the draft. I
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
draft time, boys.
I'm gonna write them down while we do it.
Oh
Or
yeah,
as
yeah,
we
right
do it.
now so we can get a good idea.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I got a whole
So
notpad
excited. I do
going
too.
for this
hell
one.
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
Okay, so
Okay, so we got to figure out who's first. Roll a 3-sided die. Tristan, you did this last time. Counterclockwise
pick
or
it.
clockwise?
I'm doing counter again.
Counterclockwise.
I feel like if I change it, it's gonna fucking jip on me.
All right, someone Siri up.
So pick a 1 through 3. Pick a number
2.
Go ahead. What do you want?
1.
All right, I'm 3.
Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 3.
A random number between 1 and 3 is 3.
Ah,
Ooh,
all right,
you're
all right.
first.
I go
Okay.
first.
So who's
It's
next?
counter, and so it's me. Is that right?
No, it's Jacob. Do you know how clocks work? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
no, no.
do.
You're right. I'm tripping. Jesus, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's you.
It's supposed to
So,
come you know how
Josh,
you're
Tristan,
not gonna roast
Yes.
me.
Sorry. Yeah, that was me.
It didn't really matter because my first pick isn't. Y'all aren't gonna have it. So
All right.
Okay, bet. I'm glad I'm not first.
I am.
this is so fun.
Hold
So,
on. Stand for a second.
Just to be clear, this is from fictional, like TV
Any-
shows, movies, and real life.
Oh, yeah, we haven't
anything.
said what it is. We haven't said what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Preface the draft.
we're
Tristan.
drafting badasses.
The
Fictional,
biggest
non,
badasses.
non-fictional. Yeah,
Yeah.
just badass characters, people. I don't think I have a single non-fiction. I don't have like a real person at all.
Really?
Just because I was really into the fictional badasses.
Interesting.
Because those are just so badass. But it's
Okay.
even more badass if it's real, obviously. But like,
I think it's about
But,
even.
yeah, yeah,
I think it depends.
this is fun. This is fun though. We'll
Mine's
hit it, we'll
mine's
hit it.
real and fictional. My number one.
Oh.
Real and fictional. I'm going Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, that's actually I did not. That didn't even cross my head.
I'm going
at
Stone
all.
Cold Steve Austin.
Jacob, I was written up by a Stone Cold Steve Austin substitute whenever Jacob forced me to skip with him. He just kept telling me to stay later in the bathroom during my class. And then I made him go get my stuff because it was a substitute. I'd finished my test, turned it in, and I was like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? Didn't come back.
So sick.
And I told him to go get my shit, and Stone Cold Steve Austin told him, yeah, you think you're slick. Yeah, you're going to get written up.
You thought it was me. That's fucking
He
right.
thought
Forgot
he thought he was you?
completely forgot what I looked like, but we're too, fucking.
Why'd you call him
like-
Stone Cold? Did he look like him
He
or he
looked
acted like him?
exactly like
really
Really?
did.
exact like
Bald
it-
with a goatee?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that he was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like
Solid look.
Fully like bright
and fucking
head.
muscular and like he
Yeah.
was it was
Was it Stone Cold?
that's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty
They
sure
ran out
that
of
he was
money.
Might
like
have been Stone Cold.
yeah. But anyways, I knew there was gonna be some sort of wrestler on there.
Oh yeah. All
Um,
right, Tristan.
that's a good
Your
choice.
first overall pick
My first pick
in the
which-
draft of biggest badasses.
Yeah, Kratos.
He was on my list. He was on
Kratos
my list. Very
is
nice.
is my favorite badass.
he was on my
you don't
list.
fuck with him.
Yeah.
He's the best. You send him to hell, he comes back.
He's
You
the
kill
man.
him, he goes back in time to make sure that shit doesn't happen and kills you.
Yeah.
He's still on Pantheon. He is fucking him.
He's
of
the man.
course, he's my favorite fictional character. And not his newer. Like he's on this whole. He's old, so he's getting better, and he wants to be a good person and shit, which is still cool. Like you got to have a character arc. You can't just keep doing the same shit. Character gets
Yeah.
boring. But I miss old Kratos. I love the fucking fuck you, like the face are bitches, and I'm gonna fucking change it. You can't tell me how my fate's supposed to. He's a badass. Sorry.
Hell
Fair,
yeah. No,
fair.
Kratos is a great pick. He was on my list. Now he's not.
No, that is a good pick.
Jacob.
Okay. For my first pick, I'm gonna go fictional on this one. I'm gonna have to go with Anakin Skywalker on this first pick.
Oh, fuck!
He
Okay.
was willing to do things that most people are not willing to do. He
I
killed children.
Yeah.
Not that makes someone a badass, but
I had Darth Vader on my list.
oh shit! Does that count? 'Cause they're
Wait.
No, yeah, that
technically
counts.
two
Yeah, no,
different
I can't
people.
say Darth Vader because it's
Wait,
still
why?
Anakin. Even though, like, yeah, the whole thing where he's just all like,
different person.
Anakin died that day.
I've never seen Star Wars.
Star Wars
Anakin
is so
Skywalker
good.
is
Never
Darth
seen it?
Vader.
Star Wars
Yeah,
is so
yeah,
good.
he's-
They've been flopping with the
Spoiler,
shows. I don't know what they've been doing.
I thought
haven't kept
Mandalorian
up
was
with
supposed
it.
to be like incredible.
Huh?
Mandalorian, I heard was supposed
It
to be like,
was.
incredible.
The first
Oh,
season,
the new ones
right?
are bad.
Yeah, the new ones. It's just this. I don't know what they're trying to do, but
Yeah.
they have a new one coming. They have an Ahsoka series coming out.
Is it still Pedro Pascal
Mhm.
in the Mandalorian?
But Star Wars, but then again, I don't give a shit about the newer Star Wars shit, really. Even though Mandalorian season 1 was what got me into Star Wars. But the fuck, and I'm
That's so
one of those people.
interesting.
I'm one of those weirdos. The prequels are my shit. I love Anakin's
Oh,
character.
yeah.
I love his story. I love
Me
him.
too.
He is my favorite. Him and
Thank
Obi-Wan
you.
and all
Yeah.
of them, they're fucking goated. They are so fucking interesting and cool, and I'm so sad that the story got so lame.
It did. People shit on the prequels a little too much because it was episode 3. I mean, most people will say episode 3 is their favorite, regardless of their opinion on the prequels. But amazing series.
I've only seen the first one that ever came out chronologically, so that's
Oh, the one that
4.
came out in the 70s,
4. Yeah, I've seen that one and half of episode 5.
and that's it.
Yeah, like right when they introduced Yoda, I fell asleep and I never picked it back
Were you
up.
just
It
not
was
into
during
it, or-
it was during the
To the
pandemic,
full
and I
snow,
had
even in
Disney.
darkness.
It's so annoying.
I love it so much.
And I had Disney Plus, and then I ended up just never
Oh.
picking it back up. It was one of those
Fair.
like COVID tryout things.
So-
but
Yeah,
I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan because it's like trying to get someone to get into be an MCU fan like me.
yeah.
It's like you can't because there's so much. You could try to catch up and force feed it, but force feeding it is not the same as just fucking.
you got to put in the reps.
Yeah,
But there's
just
not-
enjoying it.
There's not near as much Star Wars as MCU shit, isn't it? Right?
No, but there's still when I watched it, even with the as little as it was like I don't retain like I don't know. I love
a
Star
lot.
Wars. I've seen all of it. I've seen all the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
But none of it's really retained. Like I can't fucking say races or like say shit that's really
Right.
like I can say main things, but
Yeah.
I'm not a good expert because I just like forced it because I was like I gotta watch it, and then it was like I was vibing with it. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Plus, there is a lot of Star Wars content just overall. Like, not nearly as much as MCU. They really blew it out of the park, but there's a lot of Star Wars content. Like, there's the animated Clone Wars series. That's all canon, apparently. Like, I haven't seen
Oh,
that
nice.
either.
and
but
that's what the
there's a
Ahsoka
lot.
series is going off of as well. It's
Oh,
that
okay.
canon. So
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's definitely a lot. But, I mean,
So,
there's casual. I mean, just like there's casual Marvel fans, there's definitely casual Star Wars fans that only watch
Yeah,
the new movies.
Yeah. To rub us back into the list, I liked Darth Vader being on my list. I was pretty sure. I forgot that Jacob liked Star Wars, and I was
Should've
pretty
taken
sure
him.
that was a secure. Like, but Kratos, I'm glad I took it because if
Kratos
I
was gonna
did
be my
not have
second.
Kratos, I would have been fucking livid the rest. of
Kratos
the
was
thing.
going to be my second.
But all right,
We're only doing top 5, right?
Top 5?
we're going until we don't go.
I think we should do top 5 and then just talk about the rest of them
The
on our
honorable
list as
mentions?
honorable mentions.
So
Okay, cool.
That way I can make a graphic for the actual 5.
Okay.
Because if we just keep going, with Connor got a little messy near the end because we're
Yeah,
running out of shit.
Fair.
For my second pick,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all are going to be too familiar because y'all aren't MMA fans. Or I don't actually know if you're an MMA fan, but John Jones.
John Jones.
Number one.
Sounds like I made
I've
up
heard
character.
of him. Like, I
Pound
know
for
of him.
pound, best fighter to ever live. The whole debate was, is he big enough? He can't be the baddest man on the planet if you don't fight at heavyweight. Spent the last 3 years gaining 35 pounds of muscle. He's 240, heavyweight champion of the world now, and he's undefeated. He's undeniable. He's my number 2 pick, John Jones.
Good pick. Good
Thank you.
pick.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Tristan,
Second pick.
you're number 2.
My list is honestly even without Darth Vader. I'm pretty confident that y'all won't say anything else on my list, bitches.
I don't know. I think you'd be
You were pretty
surprised.
confident before.
I talked to you a lot. I think you'd be surprised.
My second, obviously, Batman.
Ooh, not on my list. Very
Not
nice.
on my list
Very
either.
You got Batman is he's one of the Kratos and Batman fall into the same category of like when you think of when you're all like, okay,
Yes.
who can actually beat them? But who
Yeah.
can beat Batman? Who can beat Kratos? Like they're obviously going to be up there. So
Yeah, he ran through my head while I was typing the list, but I didn't know enough about him to actually validate my pick. So I was like, I'm not gonna.
there's one on my list that I'm like I don't know too much. Like he would be higher, but I
You just don't know enough.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know enough.
The only thing about I know the voice is iconic. Like Batman voice, like that's the
Yes.
I'm
badass-
Batman.
That's the voice. And
I
Tristan
nailed
nailed
it.
it.
I nailed it, boy.
Nailed that.
Wow, classic humor here at T-Gold. Fucking got him.
We're back,
myself.
baby. Jacob, your second pick.
Okay. I did fictional before, so I'll do a person from real life this time. I'm gonna, because I don't think you guys will draft this one, but I'm gonna put LeBron James on there.
I knew it.
A lot of
Okay.
people know I'm a LeBron James stan, but I would just say, I don't know if many people listening to this are basketball fans, but whenever he was a kid, he was hyped up to be this amazing prospect, and most people who are hyped up like that going into fame, and especially being a kid, they're not able to live up to that, and he exceeded all expectations. You can have a debate about whether he's the greatest of all time, because a lot of people have Michael Jordan over him, but just the fact that he's like in that conversation just proves that he exceeded all expectations. So definitely, especially someone, he came from like really rough parts of town, and he wasn't supposed to make it, and so that's why he was drafted number 2 for me.
No, LeBron's the fucking man. I mean,
Yeah.
he's insanely
With-
talented. He took the Cavs to the championship. What, like his 3rd season?
Yeah, like, they
When
were.
you say Cavs, it makes me laugh because
What?
of yours.
Cause what? What is
what?
it?
I missed that.
Oh, my calves! Tiny legs. You're a dick. Sorry, he took the Cavaliers.
Yeah, in
yeah,
like
he's-
4
sports
years
down.
into it, him being in the league.
Yeah, and he took with nobody. I mean, not obviously not nobodies. They're professional basketball players, but it was like Zandre Ilgauskas and like players
Right.
like that. Where it's Richard Jefferson maybe was on the team.
Like people
But
would
I
call
mean-
them plumbers. at the
Yeah, he's
time.
like a 22-year-old kid.
Yeah, like
carrying
no
a
business.
team all the way through the NBA playoffs, which
Yeah.
is unheard of.
I
Yeah.
knew going into this. I was like, "You're gonna have a wrestler, and you're gonna have a basketball
Yeah.
player." I knew.
Yeah,
I used
I
to be
knew
the
out of the way.
biggest basketball fan. You talk about the GOAT debate. I have Kobe in mind too, but that's just my personal
Do
debate.
you personally have him? We don't
I
have to
love
go into
Kobe.
a basketball
Yeah,
debate,
yeah.
but do you have him ranked number 1?
Kobe? It's hard to do the number one because LeBron's so much more physically imposing than both of those guys, Kobe
Right.
and MJ, where it's like, it's a different thing. Like, you should expect more from LeBron because he's 6'9" and
Right.
230, 240 of solid muscle. Like, yeah,
Like,
he should be
I-
able to jump out of the gym. Like, it makes
Yeah.
sense. But he's also, I think, I was going to say the best defensively out of those, but probably not, actually. I think Kobe might be the best.
Kobe may be the better defender, but
In terms of, like, what I've seen, obviously I didn't watch MJ play. I've watched a
Right.
lot of Jordan, or a lot of LeBron and a lot of Kobe, and Kobe's just got that it factor. And Bron's definitely got it, but, like, Kobe just had something. And he's
Yeah.
also dead, so it adds to the, like, lore of
definitely
it.
does.
So it's...
Yeah, I mean, like LeBron was like,
It does, though. I mean, it
does,
makes it's
yeah.
like because living legends aren't held in the same esteem as
Right.
legends. So
Yeah.
now Kobe's dead and he's gone. And it's tragic and shit, but it's like he's a legend.
and like LeBron was like, is it
Hello?
recording?
Yeah, he's picking up.
I
Okay.
think I'm worried that I.
Have you been muted for the draft?
No, I'm worried that when I went to go. Well, maybe I was muted for the. Oh no,
No, you should be fine.
it's okay. We could hear me.
It picks up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it picks up. And we talked about picks, so it's fine.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say about the LeBron thing. Like I could never put or about Kobe. Like I have him like top 5, top 10, somewhere around there. But like I could never put him above Michael because he went out of his way to do everything that Michael did,
Yeah.
and he was just like he was almost there, like
Mhm.
almost as good as Michael, but just not.
Yeah, he was
quite
our
there.
generation Michael.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He
and LeBron
has
did
the
things
same
differently.
turnaround jumper. He's literally emulated Michael to a T.
Yeah, like they're just
Which is
the way
awesome
their
in its own
bodies
right.
look when they're playing,
Yeah.
like the still images. It's all the exact same. It's
I'm
just a
gonna-
photocopy.
It's insane.
I'm
yeah, it's
definitely
beautiful.
gonna have to put chapters. People are gonna be all like, "Oh, drafts," and they're gonna be like, "Basketball."
All right,
No,
we can move
LeBron's
on. We
a-
can move on from the basketball
LeBron's a
talk.
very good pick.
Jacob has someone that can kind of carry a conversation because
I used to
he
be
says
a
shit.
huge basketball.
he says shit, and I'm just all like, "Yeah, man, I do know these names."
LeBron.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the only sport that I'm like really into.
Jacob, Dad. The things it's film, Star Wars, like making videos, Star Wars, and basketball. And that's Jacob for you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it right there.
And
Sum me
fucking.
up.
It's a solid
and,
makeup.
and sex. Yeah,
And sex. Really? True.
do you like sex? Sex
Man,
is pretty
dude,
great.
big cock. He's a dick guy again. Why do we only have dick guys?
We
as
only have
guests?
dick guys
My
on
dick
the cast,
guy?
dude.
Wait, what was the
You're
difference?
either
You have
penis
a-
or a dick guy. Which one are you? You're a dick guy.
What's the difference between the two again, though?
Oh,
shut
you're a
up,
dick guy.
Jacob,
You're a
you
dick
asshole. My third pick is Mike Tyson.
Oh
Mike
shit!
Tyson,
Good fucking
Iron
pick,
Mike.
though. Iron Mike.
Technically, yeah, not the best overall fighter in the world, but it's fucking Mike Tyson, dude.
I was gonna put him on my list, and I left him off.
He's
but
the man. Mike Tyson, I mean, it's just a dude. He's the dude.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. We were doing so good. I didn't have any cuts until the last fucking 15 minutes. Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right, and we're
But-
back.
15 minutes.
I
have
made
to
a bad
fucking
joke. I'm sorry.
cut, and that's well, it's, well
It
most
was a good joke, though.
It was a good joke.
the
but it was
bulk of it
bad.
though is just we didn't mute when we were supposed to.
Yeah, that was annoying. Just make sure you get my pick. Don't cut my pick. Mike Tyson.
Obviously.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Solid pick.
Solid pick.
So is it my turn?
Yes, Tristan, you're number 3.
Hell yeah. Let's try. Okay, this one I definitely won't go into a Psycom because I know nothing about, but I have to put him because it's him. Goku.
Oh, okay.
He's
I know
like
nothing about him.
Me
there's
either.
a meme. There's a meme where it's just all like, they'll put a family will post a picture of their child, and he's just all like, "Little Jonathan just beat cancer," and all the comments will just be like Goku, like. What'd you say?
Oh, God.
They're saying that he's the kid's super strong,
Yeah.
and it's technically like a really cute meme.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that kid's like really strong, but it's also I'm looking at it as like a Goku's him. Like,
Yeah,
Goku's
that's
like
the guy.
I'm fucking like I'm powerful, so like, oh, you think you're strong? Why don't you fight me?
Sick. All right, good pick. That's
yeah.
Dragon Ball
That's a
Z,
solid
right?
pick, yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, but I know nothing. I've never seen a Dragon Ball Z episode in my life.
I've seen a few because my buddies have tried showing me, but I can't get into
I don't even know.
anime
Well,
in
but people
general,
fucking.
really.
I don't want
Yeah,
Dragon
same.
Ball Z fans to be fucking. Actually, Goku is one of the weaker Scions.
Yeah, it's probably.
So,
yeah, who
what
else
are
is
they
in
called? Not
DBZ?
Scion. They're definitely not Science. Super Saiyans.
Yeah.
Scions. Isn't that a color?
Yep.
Yes, Cyan is,
Yeah.
yes. CYAN.
Anyways, let's move on.
Printers, yes. Jacob, you're number 3.
All right. My third pick today, friends, is going to be me. You may know him. You may not. You could be related to him.
Yeah?
You may not.
Oh.
Genghis Khan.
Yep. Damn it.
Genghis
Very
Khan.
nice.
What a great
Fun
build.
fact,
That's so
that's-
funny.
He killed 40 million people.
That's pretty
And-
badass.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you like if we're
That's
talking
like the
about
body
numbers.
count
He
you're trying
did
to
do
get.
those. Yeah, and apparently I don't have.
It's like
the stats
7
in front of me.
Hitlers.
Right, like
That's wild.
We thought Hitler was bad, bro.
Yeah.
But he apparently
Work
I don't know,
ethic, though.
His
For
work
real.
ethic was there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Khan was grinding.
Yeah,
dude.
he was grinding.
Genghis Khan was on that
He
grind
was up at
set,
7
boy.
a.m. flat every day.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't miss a beat. But there's a certain percentage of the population today that has his DNA inside of them.
It's
because he
some
had sex with so many
insane
people.
number.
He
Yeah.
be fucking.
It's like 2
He
or
chose the
3%.
Yeah,
evil
the entire
playthrough.
population. It's crazy.
It's so much. It's
I
like
was
2 or
tempted.
3% of people.
I was
It's
tempted
crazy.
to put like a Genghis Khan, like a terrible,
Yeah.
like an evil pick,
Hitler or
just because it's
something.
still badass, even though it's like fucked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Some people would say he's not bad.
Oh, right. Hot take from Jacob. Christ.
Like, actually, I put him on my list because I want to defend him. Big Genghis Khan stand over here.
Yeah, we're gonna make
pro
a-
Genghis here.
We're going to make a thumbnail. It's going to say, Jacob said what about Genghis Khan? Hell yeah, dude. All right.
Fourth pick. Moving on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm stealing valor by picking this one. I'm going with Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah.
I was tempted.
As
I was
far
tempted.
as
Yeah.
badasses go, I mean,
The Avengers didn't even like beat him.
no.
They just like managed to get the
Yeah.
stones and then snap and then cheat and well, not
Yep.
cheat, but like,
They found a loophole.
they didn't beat him up. Like
Yeah.
they never like
You can't.
defeated him.
You can't.
I mean, they did in Multiverse of Madness. There was the fucking the
Is that when-
Illuminati where
Yeah, yeah.
they had the fucking people beat him, but the Avengers, the event, like the entire event, even the people that weren't technically Avengers,
Yep.
the whole army
Yeah.
fucking faced against this dude, and he was
Yeah.
chilling.
and like
All of
the
Wakanda. Yeah.
yeah, and the whole like
He's the man.
Thanos' justification for doing the things that he did was like almost honorable in a way.
It
Like,
was.
It was like you.
He was cool with it. He was suave.
You wiped out half the population. That way, the rest of the population could thrive. And it's
Yeah.
like you could almost look at it where it's like, I get it.
It's like, hey, I think that's what Bill Gates is doing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a reasonable thought
Nah,
process.
that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Like, all right.
Fucking Bill
All right.
Gates.
Tristan, you're
All
number
right,
4.
so I'm going to step away from fucking super beings,
Okay.
but still fictional.
Yep.
I got nothing but fictional.
That's all good.
I'm going with Django from Django Unchained.
Oh, very nice.
Solid pick.
Very
Solid
nice,
pick.
dude.
Solid pick.
I count 9 bullets.
Yeah,
count 2
that's
guns.
great. That's
Oh.
Very,
great.
very nice.
Great fucking movie. It's one
That
of my
movie's so
favorite.
good.
I think it's my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
He's so good.
Yeah, it's definitely like top 3 for me, for sure.
Tarantino's got some bangers, dude. We
Every
should do
movie.
a draft of Tarantino movies.
Hell yeah, that would be a
That'd
tier
be
list one.
sick. Yeah. We could do a tier list on that. That'd be fun. Tarantino's
Yeah.
got some bangers.
Absolutely
He'd be
fantastic
a
director.
banger. Yeah,
Just heater
yeah.
movies.
That's
No, great pick.
Yeah,
Django's.
one.
solid pick. Solid pick.
All right. Jacob's number 4.
Okay, so this one's gonna be a hot take to you guys. I already know it.
Okay.
Bryce Hall.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually wanted to bring that up. I forgot to bring him up
yes,
earlier.
Let me just bring this up. Are you aware of what he just did, Tristan?
I mean,
Okay, look,
it's pretty badass.
It's
badass.
pretty
I don't
I
know
watched
about
the
all
fight.
that.
You did?
But
I watched the highlights afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't watch that when it happened. I watched it afterwards.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
But he are you aware that what he just did?
I'm a Bryce Hall stan.
Oh, really?
I like Bryce Hall now.
Me too.
I think he's funny. I
He
think
started
he's
off
cool.
as like a TikTok male dancer that was just trying to get likes. on
Really?
TikTok. Yeah, he was just the annoying.
And his
guy.
biggest meme is he lost his first boxing match, and he's just like, "I'm not a fighter. I never claimed to be a fighter." Type shit. And then when he won this recent one, he was just all like,
I always said I was
"I'm a fighter. I always said I was a fighter," and
That's
it's just
funny.
like I like his art.
It's good, and he once because
He's
there was
grown up.
that
I mean, he was a
annoying
kid.
Yeah, there was that annoying stage on TikTok where he really was just the throwing his arms up,
Yeah.
doing that like quote unquote hot boy shit. But
He's a hot boy.
he is, but he
Handsome boy.
He started becoming self-aware weirdly and maturing, and he started making fun of himself on his TikTok.
Which
And
is
it
the
made
best part of
public-
growing up. It's just
It
becoming
is.
Yeah, it's just age will do that.
Look at just wow, I was actually really stupid back in the day.
Yeah.
But then he beyond what anybody that even the person who hated Bryce Hall the most, no one would even expect this from him. But to just go all out in a bare knuckle competition against a real fighter, that's a big ask. Not many badasses that claim they could do a lot of shit wouldn't actually step in the ring with millions of people watching like
Oh,
that.
no.
And he was able to win by a long shot.
Well, he dropped his opponent in the first 5 seconds.
And he looked I'm not I'm not super into fighting.
I thought you were
personally,
like,
but,
I'm not gay, but he
I wanted
looked
his dick.
spectacular.
Yeah.
I wanted that shit.
But just
Yeah.
his form looked like
he looks
he'd
solid.
been fighting for a long time.
Bare knuckle it's a newer sport to come about, and it's
Is it? I don't know how long.
bare
it's been
knuckle
around.
BKFC has been around for maybe 3 years now, but they just got
Oh.
sanctioned in a few states recent, like a month ago.
Is it connected with the UFC
No.
or is it
No,
completely
no
separate?
affiliation. It's its own organization.
Even UFC, they have soft padding and
They have 4-ounce gloves. Yeah, 4-ounce gloves in
Yeah.
UFC. Professional boxing is 16.
So
I think-
what's the pull to bare knuckle? Is it just badasses that?
It is. It's just kind of it's almost just like a more primal thing. It's a place that a lot of ex-famous MMA fighters and boxers have gone to. The most notable one is Platinum Mike Perry, who, if you don't know him from the UFC, you probably know him from memes and shit. He's a white dude that says the N-word, face tattoos, but all the black fighters are always he gets the pass. He's that dude. He's that thug. He grew up fighting, and now he's tailor-made for boxing bare knuckle. It's insane. He's
Damn.
undefeated. He's insanely scary looking. He's terrifying.
So is it the same technique as boxing, just without the gloves, or is it?
I don't know enough
different?
about boxing or striking, but I mean, no, definitely not. They do still wrap their wrist, which is a big deal. The main thing with any striking is whether your wrist is compromised or not, because your wrist is so flexible, or it's so not flexible. It's so weak. It's so weak that it breaks so easily, especially if you land wrong. So you
just
can't
land the
throw
wrong
full
time.
power. When you have a wrapped fist and a 16-ounce glove on, you can throw full power, like you see Jake Paul do and fucking drop
Right.
dudes dead that have never boxed.
Yeah.
He just knocks dudes the fuck out because he can swing with everything with no I might break my hand during this. I've got a ton of padding and wrist wraps. So
Yeah.
it does lead to more damage with bare knuckles. You can probably break your fingers and shit a lot more, and even your hand probably, but you're not worried about that wrist snapping. But yeah, it's definitely more crisp, and I think the main thing that changes with BKFC and boxing is the defense, because you can shell up with boxing gloves. You can shell up, hide your ears, hide your temples and shit. With
You need to hide your ears better.
I have a hoodie on, dude, so I don't make you ugly ass. Yeah, I forgot what I was even saying because Tristan rudely interrupted me.
Wow, Tristan, what the?
Sorry, I'm trying to keep it light. We're
No,
you two are
Yeah,
smart
sorry.
guys, especially about things that y'all are into. And so when y'all hear something that y'all know even the slightest bit about, y'all just go. Y'all just
go on
start talking.
tangents,
And I'm like,
yeah.
hey
Well,
guys,
yeah, that's why we have
let's go,
podcasts.
all right? Fucking say something stupid. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, my
Why we have
bad.
podcasts.
Penis.
We like talking.
Also, I'm sorry for yelling into the mic there.
Nah,
I got into it.
Spiked my.
I hate to cut it, but yeah, I hate to cut. look.
No, I
No.
get it.
When
Next
Josh-
topic,
that was
next
dragging
topic.
on.
we're gonna do plenty of dragging on and talking like this whenever you come on, Lazy Thinker.
Yeah.
We gotta make that happen.
This is
How is
fucking
it? How
T-Gold.
are we gonna do that though? I can't set that up. I don't have a camera. or
Well,
anything.
you have
Well,
a
you
computer.
can do it from your phone.
I don't.
or whatever. Like if
You
you
still have it.
There's a Riverside app you can download if you wanted to. And
On my phone?
I could just
You
send
just-
you the
yeah,
the
you
link.
just
you
need
click it and
this.
then you're in.
And this is like $70.
Yeah, but you can
I know
also
that's
do
a
it
lot,
from your
but,
phone too. If you just set your phone up, like you don't have to even spend any money either.
Okay.
So either way,
We'll work.
because I can give you. Yeah, I even have one with me, but it's a mic that plugs into your phone.
Can we
So,
not just
like-
set your mic further back and I sit here and you sit there and we're on the same thing?
I mean, you're more than
You
it's
can
on
do
a
that.
Monday, but you're more than welcome to
I can
come
make
over
that
and we
work.
can do it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I might have to do that. I might.
Yeah, we got.
That'd be much easier to make work.
We could have all of our debates on that show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say, today's guest sponsored by Paul. Shout out Paul, dude, for
Yeah,
giving
every time
us
we have
that
a
mic
guest, 'cause he
for
gave us that
free.
mic.
Donated.
Shout out Paul,
Donated the Yeti
first
mic.
sponsor of the podcast.
First ever sponsor. Sponsors every guest. Anyone that's on that third mic. Shout out Paul.
Shout out Paul.
Paul's the
Thank
man.
you for your dedication to the
Or
show.
or as he's known in our campaign,
Kira Knightley.
the
The guy, Kira
That's
Knightley.
right.
Yeah, no, Paul's the man.
But yeah, next job. I
yes.
don't agree with the like. I think he's cool. Yeah, I like Jake Paul, Bryce Hall. Put him on my draft for badass.
You know, I just felt
What's
like it
his
was,
face?
you know, it's, in terms of the other people that I have on here, not, well, I have some questionable figures on here, but
Yeah, I got a few.
as far as
We'll
like,
rock with it. We'll rock with it.
yeah.
you know, it's topical. You know?
All right, this is the last round. This is
Is it
round
really?
number 5. Yes.
Oh shit! Damn.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah, let's recap so far. I have Stone Cold, John Jones, Mike Tyson, and Thanos. Tristan has taken Kratos, Batman, Goku, and Django. Jacob has taken Anakin Skywalker, LeBron James, Genghis Khan, and Bryce Hall.
Bryce Hall.
That is
It's a lineup.
it's a strange mix.
Yeah.
So, fifth and final picks for everyone. I go first on. Yes, I go first. Solely because I'm trying not to have more than one type of person. I don't want another MMA fighter, another wrestler. I'm gonna go with women giving birth.
I was expecting you to have more like situations like that, like specific.
I tried to
look at.
stick to characters more so than situationals, but
That
yeah,
is
Think about that.
badass.
That is
That's
badass.
insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah, it's so
no,
scary
for real
to think
though. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like.
I mean, I wish that I
damn.
could like. I wish I could have my pussy ate,
of.
but
Oh Jesus!
Wow, I didn't.
oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
that-
my bad.
That was,
Why
you
was
brought
that?
it to a whole
What the hell do you
different
think
level.
this is? T-Gold?
But yeah, childbirth is a horrible but beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's
In
insane.
concept.
It's terrifying.
It's not
Yeah.
beautiful to look at.
I imagine it's not.
Yeah.
I remember very, very early on in my childhood, I was watching like wrestling, like Raw, Monday Night Raw would come on at like 8, end at 10, and then we had HBO for a minute because Mom, you sign up for like the DVR packages or whatever, or Dish,
Yeah.
and you get the HBO channels for a certain amount. I remember clicking on this one movie, and it was like halfway or like near the end of it, and it was just a woman giving birth, and it showed the whole
hey,
thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll raise you one better.
Yeah?
I watched me come into this world.
You watched the video?
I
being born?
I was it was
Whoa.
I was obsessed with watching old videos like baby videos
Yeah.
of my family.
Yeah.
And just at the end of it, not even the beginning, when everything was happening, at the end of it, it just like it cuts to like Stuart Little for a second, Stuart Little 2, and then
Great
like
movie though.
it plays,
So sick.
it plays for a few seconds, and then
That kid's
it
jacked
it
now.
cuts again, and then all of a sudden it's just my mom pushing me and me being born, and I
You've seen
just
your mom's vagina?
yeah, I've seen my mom's vagina be
I didn't know they
fucking split
recorded
open.
that.
Yeah, just the
Did you
angle.
come out melon first? How'd you come out?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the video. I try
Yeah,
not
let's
to think
get
of
that.
it.
And let's get
Just
that.
like Paul in
Let's get that video.
in our
Yeah.
campaign. I have it in my drawer right now.
We need to show it on
Yeah.
T-Gold.
We could watch this tonight.
Well, I don't have a
Cassette player or a VHS
well,
player.
Yeah, I don't have a VHS player. I've been trying to find one, not to see the video,
Yeah.
but to see my videos of me
Yeah.
as a little baby because I
I
think
have
it's so
a-
cool to be able to watch those.
I have one. I have a VHS player.
Oh, then
I'll
See
trade you
little-
that. I'll trade you that computer for a VHS player.
Yeah.
No, you can't have it, but you can come watch.
I want
it.
to borrow it though,
Yeah, for
or
sure.
bring it over because baby me, I love watching those videos. It's so
Yeah.
trippy. Like, damn, that was me when I was a little kid.
Nanny got one, and she has a ton of home
They're
video.
dumb expensive now.
My grandma, yeah, it's another like retro. It's like why Nintendos are $200-$300. It's ridiculous. But my grandma got one, Nanny, and we were watching some because I stayed the night with her the other night because I had to stay down there. I was working out of town, and we were watching these super old videos of her grandparents and my grandpa's grandparents filming in like the 40s, like filming shit. It was
that's cool.
so sick. And then we came across this one that my grandpa, who's passed away now, was narrating over it.
That's so
from
cool.
the 90s. He was narrating it in the 90s of footage from the 40s and 50s.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I cried so
I
hard later
love
that night
stuff
because
like
there was
that.
a moment where like it was all his family and stuff, or like it was mostly his family and like his childhood, and it kept showing like this is my mother and his like you never met him. I don't think you ever met my other grandpa, right? Yeah, but he was very like sarcastic, kind of like it's hard to explain, but. Finally, he popped up in the video like 30 minutes in, and he was like, "Well, if it ain't my first birthday," and I was like,
Oh man.
cried hard,
Yeah,
cried hard,
I know.
dude. It was
That's
hard
really
to watch.
cool, though,
it
that
was
he did
so
that.
sick though, dude. It was him, like his dad filming, like him being on leave from the military in World War II, like at the beach at Seaport, or what's it called, in like Galveston, what's the Gulfport or something like that over there?
Yeah, I forget the actual name.
See something. Anyway, somewhere over in like Galveston.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see, dude. And it's just like,
Wow.
yeah, like what they're wearing, like how they're acting, and how the
Yeah.
footage looks. It was so sick.
It's crazy
So
how different
sick.
people act from generation to generation. Like,
Yeah.
it really is crazy.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was so
also
cool to
crazy
see.
how similar too.
Right.
little-
Yeah,
Right. If you
like
think
shit ain't
about it.
changed that much.
Yeah.
Not that much.
There's just so much more of us.
Yeah, but it is.
Yeah, it's
I was
just
always,
double.
I've always like, especially when I started getting into like reading books and all that, and getting into science fiction, time travel. The idea of just like seeing the past to me is one of the most interesting things. I've never been
yeah.
big on like futuristic shit, but like looking into the past, watching old family videos, like damn,
So sick.
like that happened.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole.
Yeah.
It's such a cool thing. Once
Yes.
again, I'm sorry
Yes,
to be
yes,
that
yes.
guy.
Which,
Your fifth pick. Oh, what's up?
sorry, just to throw this
No.
in there. Whenever I was looking for topic or badasses
Mhm.
for this list, I was just Googling biggest badasses in history. And literally on one of the websites I clicked on, it was like a top 15 badasses from real life in history. And my great uncle was listed as number 10 on that list. His name's Roy Benavides, but if you look him up, we don't have the same last name, but he was like this like high ranking Green Beret, and he was known for like being like rescuing this mission that was and it's been years since I've even looked at the story, so I couldn't give it justice, but he like essentially saved all these guys in a situation where they thought everyone was going to be dead. He got like the Medal of Honor and shit. And they have like highways in Texas named after him in schools.
That's awesome.
But it was just like random. I was just at work,
Yeah.
just scrolling for biggest badasses, and I saw my uncle on there. I was like, shout out.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Googling
Yeah.
for your list is a
I don't know.
fucking
I don't know. my
awful
ancestry.
move, dude. My shit's off the dome, but whatever.
You know, figuring out myself. I was like,
Did you
maybe I'm
Google
forgetting
badasses?
people.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
I
all-
have fictional characters.
we're off the
my
dome.
Why would I have to
was
Google
like,
it?
Fuck me. Goddamn.
No, I get it. One that fucking spice up the list. Is it your?
No, it's
is it
good.
my draft or his draft?
It's yours.
Final?
It's yours. Fifth and final.
Fifth and final.
Fifth and final,
Oh,
you
so-
have-
Okay, were you last?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are we going over our honorable mentions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna go
yeah,
over
for
our
sure.
honorable mentions next.
Is your great uncle on there?
No.
You bring dishonor to your family, dude.
Yeah, I figured
Damn.
I mentioned it. That's enough.
No, it is. That's a shout out.
I'm going for my fifth draft, Doomslayer.
Doomslayer. I don't know anything.
I don't know who
about
that is.
Doomslayer.
From Doom, the game where you just fucking slaughter demons to rock music.
No.
Sick. That sounds sick.
He's
It does
he's a
sound
badass.
Is that who The Rock
badass.
played? Did The Rock play Doomslayer?
Possibly there has been a shitty movie.
Yeah, I heard there was a movie.
Hold on, let me. Look
Is that
it
It
up.
one
does
word
sound
or
like a
two?
rock movie.
Yeah, is that Doomslayer one word or is Slayer's last name?
Well, it's Doom. Just type Doom.
Surname
Doom his
Slayer.
first name?
Doomslayer. Let me see him.
this shit.
Doesn't have a head.
Huh?
Hell yeah. Oh, so it's Halo. Okay, that's cool. Halo.
yeah.
Y'all really don't know what Doom is?
Captain.
I don't.
It's
I've
literally
never-
just like you go to hell and slaughter everything.
That's sick. So
It's
you're just
badass.
God.
That's weird that y'all didn't know. I didn't know. I figured you would know that at least.
well, I don't play video games.
I've never played. I've played like a little bit of Doom.
Oh, okay.
Doom. I said Doom.
I feel like I heard the movie, but nothing
Are there
original.
multiple
Anyways, yeah,
video
he's-
games, or is it just
I-
one Doom?
there's
multiple.
probably
It's
multiple,
It's a
yeah.
really old game too. It's
Oh.
a retro
Yeah, I remember seeing. I think I've seen it where it's like gray walls and like pretty pixelated, like Nintendo style, right?
But he's
and you walk around just slaying zombies or
but
whatever.
he's a badass. Yeah, he just
Yeah.
fucking obliterates. Just
he looked
him.
badass.
And it's like it's another one of those characters. Is like when you think of badass characters, he comes up in the
Hell yeah.
conversation. But Jacob, yeah, you next.
Okay.
Last pick.
This is like a shot in the dark. I'm not sure if both of you have seen the show, but a fictional character for me would be Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders.
I
Have you
haven't
seen that show?
it.
You haven't?
The
Have you
Peaky
seen it?
fucking Blinders.
right?
Of course I have.
Yes.
Is that Cillian Murphy's character?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Very nice,
He
very
is
nice.
So fucking good in that show, and it just goes to show how good of an actor he is as a person in real life. Like, he was able to play Oppenheimer and
Insane.
then play this like 1920s fucking gangster.
Yeah.
But just that character in the show, I highly recommend it if you haven't watched it. But
Fantastic.
Yeah.
super.
I was
worth the
gonna
watch.
put him on my list. I did not.
He's
Very
one of those
nice.
like evil characters that you shouldn't root for, but throughout the entire show, you're rooting for him. And
Hell yeah.
the good of him.
It's just
But
like
yeah,
everyone
definitely
around
out
is
there.
just evil, and you're just all like, "This one's the coolest one."
This one's
though.
a
He's
good
just-
evil guy.
He's
I'm
one of
not
those
rooting for
like
him.
he's one of those
Yeah.
like smoke a cigarette like
Oh,
let's just take care of
Yes.
it.
dude, how cool are cigarettes?
They're so cool.
I hate that they're bad for you.
Yes.
God, I would love to
So
smoke
cool.
a cigarette in a
So
bar.
fucking
How do I get a whiskey and just smoke a cigarette?
That'd be sick.
dude.
Oh
but
man,
they're
I'm too
so
health
terrible,
conscious.
and I hate
Think
them.
about, like, how-
God,
health
I hate
conscious,
cigarettes.
and it's the worst.
Yeah, like how good it felt back in the day, thinking that like it was good for you, or like it
Also,
wasn't bad
I don't
for
think
you.
they were
like,
as bad for you then because they weren't like giant tobacco companies putting shit filters on them. It was just people
True.
rolling spliff. But yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay.
still so
tobacco
sick.
itself has been around for
Yeah, for
generations,
eons. Yeah.
for generations, and
Yeah, it's like one of the oldest crops.
yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So now I think we should just go like we'll go to Josh first, and me, and we'll just say our honorable mentions.
Okay, you'll say all of them.
Yeah, you'll say all of them.
All right,
go
let me
in
go
order.
through my list here. Let's see what I had. Chuck Liddell, probably the most notable
Liddell.
UFC fighter of all time.
Yeah.
Early days, him and Tito had the best
Okay.
rivalry. I had God on my list. God's pretty fucking tight.
Yo, God is pretty badass.
God, it's wild. Number 7, I had Thor on there.
Yeah.
I had dudes that open bottles without bottle openers.
that is pretty.
It's
badass.
pretty sick. Dudes that do
Yeah.
like, they have the ring or the fucking eye sockets
Yeah.
somehow.
I'm into that.
I had the Undertaker. I'm into that. Yeah, boy. I had the Undertaker.
Oh, shit.
Another wrestler. Didn't want to mention too many. And then I had Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec.
Oh God, that's actually a great
Yeah.
take.
He was
I've been meaning to
close to
rewatch
making
that
it-
show.
My wife and I are watching. It's my third time watching it through. We're watching it right now. We're on season 4. It's so good. But yeah, he almost made it on my list. It was between him and women giving birth, but I had to throw some women in there. You know,
Shout out to women.
for real.
Shout out.
Shout
to
out
women.
women.
Yeah, so that was all my honorable mentions. Pretty solid
Fair.
list.
That's
They're
a
solid.
solid pick
Yeah.
right there.
I don't know a lot of the names, like the wrestlers and stuff, but
You don't know who the Undertaker is?
I know who the Undertaker
Yeah.
is, but like
Yeah,
I don't,
recognize
Cold?
them.
I don't know them enough to like
Yeah, yeah,
be
yeah.
all like, oh yeah, they're badass. They just
To
probably like
acknowledge
every
their
other wrestler.
badassness. Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
Just honorable
Um,
mentions.
my honorable mentions. Wait, what was my list again? Because I have
You had Kratos, Batman, Goku, Django, and Doomslayer.
Okay. So my first honorable mention that I decided not to say, because he doesn't really fit the badass technically, like the tone of badass, but he is definitely like everyone that y'all said, everyone on my list, he solos. One Punch Man.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, he
never
literally.
heard.
So his whole
never heard
thing
of him?
is he
No.
defeats his enemies in one punch. No matter
He's
what.
One Punch Man.
Is this a
It's also, I think,
fictional?
I want to
Yeah,
say
it's an anime.
This might be stealing valor here. I want to say longest running anime of all time. There's like
Well, it's
2,000
not
episodes.
anime, but like
Just One Punch Man. That's
Yeah,
the
One
name
Punch
of
Man.
it?
There's like 2,000 episodes.
One Punch Man anime doesn't have a lot. I think you're thinking of a different one. One Punch
I
Man
might
only
be.
has like 2 seasons, I think.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something completely.
One
Paul's a
Piece is what you're
One
thinking of.
Piece is what I
One
was
Piece,
thinking of.
I've
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
of that one.
That's the one I think that Paul's super into that. Loves One Piece.
But One Punch Man is sick because he's just like these people. I love the way the episodes are because they're kind of funny. They're dorky. Like he's a silly guy. Like he's just like, yeah,
Is he the bald one? Mm-hmm. Okay. Looks like
And-
Caillou.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's like, so it's so cool how the episodes work. They'll have a character like go against him, or like they'll have a character fighting another character, and they'll use their special move, like their most powerful thing, and they'll show this like huge feat of strength, and he'll just do one punch and just obliterate them. And it's so
That's pretty
cool.
badass.
It's so fun, but he's like he's weird.
I gave Attack on Titan like a half a season chance, and whatever that kid's name, he should be on my honorable mentions as well. Have you seen Attack on Titan?
I actually watched like half a season of
Yeah,
that.
I did
whenever,
too.
Yeah,
And it was
I
so
didn't
sick.
finish it, but it was a cool premise.
What's the main character's name?
Aaron Yeager.
Aaron Yeager. Yes, he's on the list for sure.
Yeah, he's a
badass.
crybaby, so he's not.
But he's a
on the list.
badass. He beat
But every
Titans.
time that he's just all like, "Hi, I'm gonna kill all the Titans," and then he goes to fight, he gets his ass kicked.
He's like 14.
He gets badass later on,
Oh,
like
yeah?
he gets fucking cool. But in the beginning, no. Fucking what's the
All
girl that has a crush
exposition,
on him?
You know what I mean? No, you're good.
The girl that has a crush on him, fucking Mikasa, she's a badass. the fucking what's his name? There's a guy that's already he's a famous scout. He's like the most famous scout or whatever. He's a badass. Aaron is just a fucking crybaby.
Oh, okay.
But he gets cooler for sure.
Never mind.
Okay. Also on my list of picks, I had John Wick post dog murder.
Oh, John. Yeah, post for sure.
But even he was badass.
No, yeah,
but
he's an
post,
assassin,
He's a
yeah.
different breed.
yeah. John Wick's up there for sure.
John Wick's cool. Yeah.
Damn, really good. I'm
I
surprised
haven't
that didn't
seen
make your
that
list.
movie, though, honestly. I haven't
You haven't seen any of
John
them?
Wick movies.
I've only seen the first. Paul, while we lived together, tried to get me to watch all of them numerous times.
How
Still
many are
tries
there
to.
now?
It's like 4, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah, 4.
I haven't seen the fourth one, but I've seen all the 3 of them.
Are
Yeah,
they
I
worth
ju-
it?
This is not my type of movie.
Because they're funny as well.
They are.
It's just you have to accept that it's not the story's fine.
It's absurd.
But it's like it's supposed to be kind of stupid. But
absurd.
it's just to enjoy action.
It's one of the for jiu-jitsu community. It's one of those that's like praised because he became like a legit purple belt and uses like real jiu-jitsu in it. It's pretty sick to see him
Also,
like
it's
do
like how-
flying
it's like-
arm bars and shit. It's pretty cool.
It's like how
Damn.
Josh watches wrestling, even though it's really stupid. and
Yeah,
dumb.
exactly. It's absurd.
But it's like it's just fun to kind of see.
That felt
So
personal.
you watch the Logan Paul stuff. Like, you're like, he's...
Yeah,
Are you a fan of
WWE?
Logan Paul?
I mean, he's really good at what he does.
He really is.
He's a
like,
freak athlete.
It's crazy.
Freak athlete.
Yeah.
But he's been wrestling since he was young, like freestyle wrestling, like
Yeah,
actual,
yeah,
like
like-
Olympic style.
Right.
So I mean, he just when you start anything, especially wrestling that young, you just know how to move your body properly. It's like
Right.
an acrobat.
Yeah.
So it segued perfectly for him to go
That's cool.
into
It's just,
professional
you know,
wrestling.
He looks like
side
too good
conversations
for it.
whenever
Oh
Tristan
yeah,
does his,
he came in and his first match was
cool.
incredible. Like he
Yeah.
was so good. Yeah, he's very talented
Yeah.
kid.
Just a scammer. But, great athlete.
Yeah, Tristan privied me to that.
But, apparently he paid him back.
I mean, he's got
There's a
enough money
lawsuit
to.
going on. I mean, he got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Only so much you can do once you get caught. I mean,
tell you.
the goal is to not get caught, but
Yeah.
if you do, then you
Yeah.
fuck.
If you get caught, then pay the money back.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to
You
giving
gotta
me
do
his
what you gotta do.
interview.
Anyways, back to your
Sorry,
honorable
finish
mentions.
Tristan.
I only have two more.
What you
Honorable
got?
mentions.
You've had great honorable mentions so far.
The Bride from Kill Bill.
Oh, I was just
Damn
gonna
it.
mention Kill Bill.
Dude, Uma
That's great. Uma Thurman. Yeah, great
She's
pick.
son of a
goated.
bitch.
Yeah.
What a great
movie.
pick.
I was gonna
What
throw
a
her in
great
there
pick.
under after Django or whatever, but I was like, nah, it's the
Oh, my
last one.
goodness.
I gotta throw in another.
Nah,
Those are great
that's
movies.
a great
I
pick.
didn't. Speaking of Kill Bill, not to go on another tangent, but like
Do it.
I didn't understand it for the first half of the first Kill Bill movie, and
That's
then
yeah.
it hit me. That's like, oh, this is just real life anime essentially.
Yeah.
Is what he's editing out here, and like as soon as that clicked,
Yeah.
everything made so much more sense. I was like, there's something that just doesn't make sense to me.
Wearing like Bruce Lee jumpsuits and with like the noise, like the sound effects, like,
Yeah,
and then like the closing in on the eyes and the screen going small.
like,
It's
there's
perfect.
something
It was great.
like-
Such
I
a
wish
great
that
movie.
films weren't afraid to be to kind of skate that line of campy.
That's why Tarantino's so great.
Yeah,
he
I
wasn't
think
afraid to do
that
that.
I think
Yeah.
movies need to be more fun. I think trying to be too like I get why people like hate MCU movies or whatever because they don't take a chance to have some character to them. And I think
Right.
that's
That's why
what a lot
Ragnarok
of
was so
newer.
accepted. Ragnarok was the shit.
Ragnarok was great.
Yeah.
It's the fact that like there's just not a lot of it feels the same, which I have a constant defense where I'm like the MCU movies are just one big movie.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
if you had a
fair,
trilogy,
yeah.
but it's like the same universe. But I think that because it's a comic book movie, also comic book has different artists, different illustrations.
That's why
different
Spider
way.
Verse does it so perfectly.
Yeah.
Spider
It's
Verse
just
is
like-
the shit.
It's like Marvel could have more. I think movies need more character, something that makes them unique to their makes their story the visual
Yeah.
part of it.
Nolan does that great
tells
too.
the story
That's
as
why
well.
Oppenheimer and all those like
Yes.
Dark Knight movies they're incredible.
Yes,
because
they
he's
are.
got those signature quirks.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, I mean, I
incredible.
can I can talk all day about movies. I love movies, but
Yeah. What's your
Fucking
what's
love
your last
movies.
honorable mention?
my last honorable mention
Got there.
fucking
There you go,
crazy
buddy.
Loved it.
is single parents.
Okay.
I think even
Very
being
nice.
I think even being two double parents
Yeah.
is very hard. I know
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not a parent myself, but I just know that if I had a kid right now, it would be hard, and I have a very hardworking, strong partner. But if I didn't have her and I just had a kid, that shit sounds terrible. And I think that everyone
terrifying.
that does that, especially fucking people who are poor as shit
Mhm.
already, who do that and kill it, I think that takes
Yeah, takes a special kind of person for sure.
Yeah, let's caveat that with and do
That's-
Right.
Yeah, because there's some shitheads out there. Let's caveat that with single parents that end up
That
doing
end up actually
well.
raising good
Yeah,
children.
that try. Single parents that
they just have a kid and they're single.
yes.
Yeah.
No.
Those are terrible.
Those are terrible. Those are even worse.
That's not bad.
Why is your mic not picking up?
Hello?
You want a rock star? Are we talking to the same mic?
Hello? Sorry if I cut off sometimes and I'm just muted. I'm going to be so pissed when I listen to
Is
this.
it just a loose connection on your mic?
I keep muting it because like y'all keep going on tangents and I don't want to just breathe into the mic. And I think that it just kind of cuts off.
Yeah, I got you.
Like that.
Yeah. I think it's a loose connection. Yeah, it's your connection.
No.
Well, you notice it when it happens. It's fine.
I think
We're
it's
talking
okay.
inside baseball right now. All right.
Right.
You know whose mic is working perfectly? Jacob. And you're on.
Oh wow, what a segue there.
Thank you.
Okay. I have 7 more honorable mentions, so I gotta listen.
All right, welcome to the fucking Jacob experience.
Yeah, welcome.
Jesus.
Okay, so
Talk away.
Mike from Breaking Bad. I don't know if you guys have
Which one's
watched
Mike?
Breaking Bad. The older
Oh,
white guy with the
fuck,
bald
yeah,
guy.
that's so good.
He was also in Better Call Saul. He was like the lawyer's friend, just like the
Oh, the cleanup guy.
the cleanup guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
So he was a pick for me.
He's go- I was
Also the
thinking of
cleanup
I was
guy.
thinking of Breaking Bad. I was about to put
Yeah.
Gus Fring.
Oh, yeah,
Gus
yeah.
Fring. That's a good
Yeah,
option
Gus
as well.
Gus is sick.
Yeah, I just liked Mike because he was just like he just didn't give a fuck about anything.
Another cleanup dude. The cleanup dude from Pulp Fiction when he comes through with the exploded car or the
Oh,
dude that's head
yeah.
exploded in the car.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
This is a Tarantino heavy podcast, huh?
Shout out Tarantino. Shout
So
out
good.
Tarantino.
So good.
I have Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, dude.
The fact you're able to
100%.
be successful in the acting realm and success, like you're the governor of a state,
governor.
that's pretty crazy. That's quite a life right there.
well known. Like everyone.
He's just
Yeah,
the
like,
man.
everybody knows that
Immigrant made a fucking name for himself.
Right,
He's the man.
like, he
Like,
is like the epitome of the American dream.
Yeah,
Like,
he's-
the extreme example of what you could accomplish with
Exactly.
the American dream. Negan from Breaking Bad. That was a choice. Or Negan
Who's
from
that?
Walking Dead. My bad. Walking
Oh,
Dead.
that's the bow and arrow guy.
No,
the
this
Asian-
one was the
Asian fella?
Barbed wire
baseball
bat?
bat. Yeah, barbed wire bat.
I've seen the memes.
Yeah, so if anyone is
Daryl
listening to
is
this
the
that watched
fucking
Walking
cross-
Dead,
is the
Negan
fucking-
is the choice. I have John Wilkes Booth on here.
Fuck, dude. Why?
Figured I just
would
mentioned
put
that.
Kennedy's assassin just because we're like
Oh, so the
we're not
CIA?
even we're not even sure that it was him, or did we never catch Kennedy? Did we never pin it on
It
someone?
was allegedly
just one guy, but
Lee
Yeah,
Harvey
oh,
Oswald.
Lee Harvey
Harvey
Oswald.
Oswald,
but
yeah.
it was definitely
it
not.
was definitely
Yeah.
the CIA.
Yeah, props to whoever actually did it.
Kennedy was just a little too much against the grain of what they were trying to accomplish.
He said, "I
and
want to
they-
shut down the CIA."
Yes, and then the
And they're
CIA.
like, "Oh, okay,
ended up
bet."
killing him. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, you shut down me? No.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
so-
like, okay.
So shout out to Kennedy.
Wait. So why John Wilkes Booth?
So I chose him because
It's pretty easy to assassinate presidents back in the day.
you killed a president.
Yeah, that's no.
You
I
know,
get that.
I
But
get
it's
that. I
a
mean,
one-way
like,
ticket to history, bro.
That's like he is in history
True.
books forever. Not condoning murdering people to be a historical figure, but shout
Yeah.
out John Wilkes Booth.
But make a name for
Yeah.
yourself.
Make a name for yourself.
Yeah, bro was pissed because he abolished slavery.
Yeah.
And
I don't
Jacob's.
think was that what it was about?
Well, I don't know
think it was
what
that.
I don't know what his specific
I don't
beliefs
think
were.
it was that.
But that was the
He was like
biggest
the-
thing that Abraham
It was
Lincoln
he was
did.
4
the
days
president
after
of
the Civil War started. Yeah.
yeah. He
It
was
was
just like the Civil
4
War
days after
guy.
the Emancipation Proclamation is when he got assassinated. So maybe that had something to do with it. But I think he was just sick. He was an actor and he was all fucked up in the
Yeah,
head.
it was
Yeah.
also, and especially with the actor thing, it could have just been like literally what we were just talking about. Like he wants a name.
yeah.
Fuck it.
and
I
think
my
that's
life
what it
sucks.
was,
Let me get a
yeah.
fucking
Look
easy
at him
ticket.
now. Made it onto T-Gulp.
Right.
The
Yeah,
hottest
Yeah.
podcast on the planet,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. He'd do it all over again if it meant that he'd end up here.
Yeah, true. It's
So-
also one of the sickest, like, how he did it. He did it in the rafters,
Right.
and then scaled down onto the stage,
Yes.
broke his leg, and then ran off into the woods, and they had to find him in the woods.
And they found
It's
it, like it took a long time.
don't
to
make it
find him,
easy.
too. Yeah, like he did not
Yeah.
make it easy.
Some
for
of the
him at all.
memers are like, I bet
probably heard
Abraham
one-
Lincoln's hat went flying.
yeah, true, true, dude. Thing flew like a frisbee.
This one was more of a joke, not necessarily serious, but I had Jake Paul on here for the same reason as kind of Bryce Hall. Like he's
double
still
back
a
is-
meme. So he's
It's more badass
just
than
for
me.
the sense that like
That's-
it takes a special kind of person Yeah, I mean, it takes a special kind of person to get inside of a boxing ring, and the fact that like someone with as much hate as he got, rightfully so, like not taking away anything from that, but despite all that hate, is still able to go in and perform well and kind of be seen from people inside that community as a real fighter. That's a big deal. So I had him on there. Wasn't quite good enough to be on the main list, but
I was talking to Tristan about that yesterday. Was that yesterday we talked about Jake Paul? Yeah, we were talking about the fight because y'all talked about it on the show. And two things. So like anyone, especially with that much money, to want to go do something as difficult as fighting that's just badass.
right.
Also, I was telling Tristan, not Jake Paul. I wasn't talking to him, but I caught on late to who he was. I didn't know who he was until he was a boxer, and now he's like really outspoken about like fighter pay and actually like sticking up for MMA fighters in the UFC and shit about like the lowest level.
Yeah.
And he's brought a ton of eyes to the sport and like legitimized it. So I like him.
Yeah, like
I think he's cool.
He was
He looks like a
definitely.
cunt.
He does.
Yeah, the way we were introduced to him, like Jacob's good. I mean, he doesn't really like hate him. He's not like a fan, but like he doesn't hate Jake Paul like I do. Just because the way I was introduced to Jake Paul was just like he sucks. But I need to understand. I need to stop being so close-minded and realize that people grow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like who I was fucking 2 years ago. And
So was he just
can
like an
change.
obnoxious YouTuber?
He was
him
just
and
like,
his brother?
I mean, he was
And it
like,
sucked?
yeah, him and his brother were like doing the daily vlogging stuff, and it ended up becoming like a competition between the two because they were in this weird, like I remember like being a fan of YouTube at the time, like as a kid, and just watching that happen. But the fact that the two brothers were at the top of the YouTube food chain every single day with everything they'd upload was really crazy. Like they would every day they'd pull in like 8 to 12 million views a day.
That's insane.
Which was wild, and it ended up becoming a feud between the two. But it led to Logan Paul was always a little more likable than Jake. I felt like just generally, but
Seems more
they
down
both
to
ended
earth.
up, yeah. But he ended up like filming dead
which-
bodies. And
He's
shit,
also
so-
older, isn't he?
Which
He
could,
is a few years older.
which I could also put into the fact that why he was so obnoxious and annoying is because his brother. It's that insecurity that his
Yeah.
like brother.
Yeah, he was younger
always
brother in it.
So
He
much
wanted to be like his
better,
brother. Yeah.
And so he would make up for it, but he's still. I don't think that like I don't hate him for the same reasons that I did before. I hate him because he's also just another influencer person. I think that he's just
yeah.
for the fame. He's who I see him, who I'm able to see, is not him. It's not who he actually is. He's a piece
Right,
of shit who only
right.
cares about money and would sell his soul to fucking keep it going. So it's just
That might have used to have been true, but I think he's in his position now, and I think he's actually using his voice properly. I think he's doing well.
Yeah, like he's definitely in a way that other people haven't ever done in the past, bringing attention to the fighters that don't get any sort of pay or
Also,
compensation.
boxing was dead until like 6 years ago.
Yeah, people don't talk about that.
Boxing was dead, and then the whole YouTube celebrity boxing
Yes.
thing came about, and then also what happened was there was a couple big names that came up, especially in the heavyweight division. Boxing is always been about the heavyweight division.
Yes.
Tyson, Ali, Frazier, all them, it was about the heavyweights. And until 4 or 5 years ago, you didn't have guys like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, who was training for a year and a half and got a bronze medal in the fucking Olympics and was
Crazy.
knocking dudes dead. Had a record of like 30-0 with 29 knockouts or something.
Wow.
And that kind of reinvigorated everything. And now boxing is making this huge comeback. And all these UFC fighters and MMA fighters are going into boxing because they
Right.
can get actual paydays. Because Dana White, who, say what you will, you can run a company how you want, wouldn't pay his fighters.
Yeah.
He was
Regardless
paying them
what you
shit
say,
money.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it's definitely like
I don't know what the
respect to him
fuck
for
I
that.
was thinking promoting this. Like, it's gonna be a fun one, different.
it's fun as hell.
No, it's fun. I'm just mean like I really thought this shit was gonna be a lot dumber. I'm glad it turns out the way it turned out the way it has. But like I'm sitting here like, damn. Like how am I've known Jacob for 8 years and I've known Josh for 4, almost 5. And how am I still third wheeling and listening to them talk about just like real shit?
I met Jacob today.
Yeah, it's just
right.
like this is the first time they fucking talk to each other.
Ever
And
talk. We've texted 3
it's
times.
just, it's so funny. And I hate to cut it off because it is great.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast.
Well, he's got one
but-
more honorable mention.
Oh, do you?
Last one.
Technically 2 more.
Oh, yeah, throw him out there.
But okay,
fucking
just real
right.
quick. I had El Chapo
okay, Jacob.
escaped from prison
Jesus.
twice and is responsible for 25% of all the drugs.
You would love
usage
wrestling,
inside
dude.
the
You
United
love
States.
heels. You love bad guys.
Yeah. And Lil Tay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Because she escaped death.
Yeah, amazing marketing ploy.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's truly incredible, remarkable.
I hope Lil Tay gets the help. I feel like that she's in a bad situation as a
It's
young
insane.
girl.
Yeah,
It's
very
terrifying.
sad. She's
I
only
hope that she
14
gets
now,
out.
right, or something like that.
I remember
She's still
seeing her.
young,
It was
young.
like 6 years ago, and she was literally like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, she was 9 when she popped off.
It was. She was. It was insane. It's
Yeah.
so sad to
I
see.
really hope that she's in a better situation.
Are we pausing? You got to piss?
No, I'm about to end it.
I got
All right, let's
this.
end this
Oh,
out.
we're ending it? Okay.
I love this, and
This
we're
was great.
definitely doing it again because this feels like it's ending at a part where like we shouldn't end it, but like we're 2 hours in,
Oh,
and,
We're
Hell
2
yeah,
hours
dude.
in,
and
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
and I'm all like,
It's
look,
time.
we can't.
Well,
we can't
5
keep
of
going.
those minutes is we thought we were muted.
No, it's
Well, we
gonna
gotta
come out, it's
cut that
probably
out.
going to come out to about an hour 40, maybe an hour and a half
Beautiful.
That's a good
with
length.
cuts.
Yeah.
But I think our chemistry is great. I think that
This was
it's
a lot of
honestly, if
fun.
we didn't have 2 separate shows and ideals, I think that like we would be a great throuple.
Trio.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
for
trio. Sorry,
No,
we're
throuple
not
works. Gonna be-
romantically involved.
Double works.
Yeah, we're always going
Oh,
to
yeah.
be connected, though. So we'll
And I
always be
think
able to go
you
on each
two
other's
work.
shows.
I think you two work well carrying a normal conversation
Thank you.
and talking about things because y'all are like have intelligence at least at some level. I don't, and I can be a great comedic relief. Like just jump in and just kind of keep it entertaining. This is great. I think we work great, and I'm so excited to keep doing this.
This was
We're gonna have
awesome.
to end it.
Jacob, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Listen,
no,
yeah,
I'm really
this was
happy. Thank you
so
guys
great.
for having me.
We're gonna
Absolutely.
continue the party after this. Josh, not for much longer.
I'm leaving.
But yeah, this was
We have to do this again, though.
Absolutely.
we'll talk about it more on Lazy Tanker Show. This was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.